Hey guys, it's Archie Luxury. Welcome to the Archie Luxury Show. Oh, Archie, what are you doing in the office? Get back. Get back, man. Get back to the seat. Get back to the table.
Hi guys, it's ArchieLuxury. Guys, I want to talk to you about David SW. David SW. Guys, if you are in America, if you are looking for a Rolex watch of your dreams, in fact, if you're looking for a contemporary modern wristwatch, I strongly advise you to look at David SW. Guys, don't play the dealer games. Don't bring in chocolates or Krispy Kremes for your dealer hoping to get a Rolex at retail. It's futile. Please, guys, save your dignity. Keep some pride. Go to David SW. I would highly recommend David SW. If you're in America and you're looking for a watch, go to David SW.
Hey guys, it's Archie Luxury and welcome to the Archie Luxury channel. Guys, I am trying my best to get the show exciting and happening. That's what we want to do, is get these shows exciting, happening, and off the ground there. We like a bit of watch talk, a bit of drama, a bit of gossip. So, guys, I've got to tell you there in the wrap-up what happened this week. Hey, Curly, if you're on the stream, jump on, man. Come on, jump on the stream. JJ, if you're on there, jump on. We'll have a chat. No hard feelings. See, the thing is that these guys here, they don't mind me sinking. Nobody's interested. It's boring. Archie's not engaged. As soon as I try and bring some fun, I'm the biggest shit in the world. And I mean, you know, I love the Curlster. I love the Curly. But what does he do? What does he do indeed? You know, he's first to criticize or bring drama to the show. That's what he likes to do. So I got to be honest with you guys. Hey. It's a double-edged sword. Both these guys, they flag me out, but hey, I like to have a bit of fun. I like to have some fun with the audience. That's what I like to do. Have fun. Talk the watchers. You know, we can't always just be boring topics. We want exciting stuff. So that's what I would like to say. So now let's get back into doing the show and let's see what we can do today. What's going on? So the show itself there, you know what? It is time to have some good fun. That's what we want to do, is have some fun in the Archieverse. The big thing I want to talk about, want to dedicate the show to, is the Tudors. The Tudors, yes. And I got to be honest with you. Tudor is a brand, you know, I've come to many times. If you look at what happened to Tudor in the 90s, was very fucking non-hip. Tudor was non-hip. In fact, they pulled out of America because no one fucking wanted them. They were like a conservative. It's like, you know, going through the 60s and 70s, you know, the kid who was in the religious Jehovah's Witnesses or in some religious sect where they weren't exposed to pop music. They got that conservatism. And you think, fuck. That's what Tudor became, very uncool. So then what happened is this little brother became hip. You know, he took on motorbikes, Ducati, Tudor sponsorship. They really changed with the Black Bay range. And the Black Bay replaced the Iconaut and the Hydronaut, and it really fired up all the cylinders. And for good reason. Good reason. It needed to be done. Tudor will sink if it doesn't have a cool range there. It'll fucking sink. That's the reality of the show. It'll fucking sink. And I got to be honest with you, Tudor itself there, it's a brand I got I've always seen the value in Tudor. The value in Tudor. I've loved Tudor. However, guess what? It can be poison on the secondary market. Tudors. Fuck, I lost money on Tudors. I've lost money. Tudors can be so fucking annoying. They can. And I got to be honest with you. Tudor itself, you know what? I love the Black Bay. But some of the other range, fuck, they are some fucking conservative dog shit. We'll have a look at the Tudor story a bit later on. I've actually been doing some paid reviews, and interestingly enough, how's this for a bit of a squirt? This guy here, I just did a review this morning. I've just uploaded it to the Paul Pluto channel. He's got 5 watches. He's a surfer, so he loves divers. He told me he'd rather have the Squally 1521 than a Pelagos. He got rid of a Pelagos and got the Squally. And before you say, it's probably because he couldn't afford it, he's got a fucking Vacheron 4500V. So I don't know if it was about money, because that's an expensive watch. Now let's get some people on here. Let's get this baby on the stream. Come on, guys, jump on. Tudor, every collection needs a tuner. Every collection. So let's see, who can I, in my Archieverse, who do we invite on today? Look, let's get JJ. Let's see if he'll come on. No hard feelings. I made good money for you. Please come on. I don't think he will do that, but hey, we don't know. Toyota Mo. Let's see what Toyota Mo's up to. Love you. Come on the stream. We'll see whether he can do that. We've also got. Let's have a look here. Bear Clooney. What's Bear up to? I love the Bear. Thank you so much for the help. I'll just tell him no pressure, but if you are bored, there we go. Just give him a little ask there. He's a lovely guy. Mark Goldberg. Mark Goldberg's a huge. He loves his Tudors. Mark Marcelo. Let's see if we can get him. We'll see if we can. It's a little bit early in Japan. It's a little bit early. They're an hour behind my time. It's 8:56 a.m. in the morning. Oh, Mr. GMT. Let's get that guy on. He is good. Keslowitz. He's not a huge Tudor fan, but he's always got some interesting stuff to talk about. Let's see if we can get Machine Gun Chris. I don't know if he's free. We'll get him on there. Soyego. Will Soyego come on? I've tried to coax him on, but he doesn't seem to want to come on. I don't know why. You have different luck with these guys. Just send a few little invites out there. I sent one to Oseen O'Malley. We can get him on. We invite everyone can come on the stream. Saad, let's get Saad is a good guy. Saad is a great guy. Who else can we invite there? James, Showcase Watches. He's cool. James is always cool. Let's have a look. Yeah, Soyego, would he come? I don't know. He just doesn't. He's never available. I don't fucking know. Clivers, could we get Clivers talking Tudors? He's not really a Tudor man, but now the thing you've got to realize is Tudor itself there. That's kind of how do I see Tudor itself? I love a good Tudor. Daniel, timely behavior. He's a Tudor man. Would he come on and talk Tudors? We'd send him. He's got a Black Bay 50. What's he got? No, he's got the stack. Because I send him the bracelet. I sent him a bracelet. And let's have a look here. What's going on in the Tudor? We've got some super chats. They're coming in fast. Here we go. We've got a super chat. O'Sheen's Everything Bagel, $5. Well, there's nothing more exciting than watching you knob gobbing chocolate in a witness protection hotel room in Hong Kong for 5 days. What? O'Sheen's Everything Bagel. There's nothing more exciting than watching you knob gobbing chocolate in a witness protection hotel in Hong Kong for 5 days. Don't quite get that. And we've got JD. We've got one. Well, how many? Let's work this out. I got to do respect. ARS to AUD. It's 16 cents. Well, that's not bad. 16 cents super chat. 16 cents GD. You done fiked up, Fatso. Maybe see if your good friend Nikki will come give you a hand. You done fucked up. You done fiked up. You done faked up, Fatso. What does he mean? Maybe see if your good friend Nikki will come give you a hand. What does he mean? I don't quite get it. What does he mean? What does he mean? Don't get that one. That's a strange sort of comment there. 2 cents. Let's move on to the next one. We got a next one is $20. Patel Philippe. Why do buyers these days care about scratches so much? I can remember the time when it showed character and added to the likely authenticity of a watch. Now dealers polishing because everyone wants retail ready. Discuss. Yeah, I must agree with that. I think there were the days when people accepted they'll buy a second-hand watch. They'll buy a second-hand watch. I suppose it's just our expectations have changed. We kind of, it's funny. We like all this stuff, but we're not prepared to pay the piper the price. What do I mean by that? Well, I'm referring to the fact that many of these watches themselves, they Many watches, many of these watches, yes, the scratches, they have scratches on them. That's just a given. That's how it is done. It's a given. It's a given. Scratches, see, I suppose everybody wants it perfect now. The expectations have gone up. See, when you bought a secondhand watch in the past, people just, they accepted it, but they don't anymore. That's kind of how it's gone. It has gone that way. And yeah, nothing you can really say about that. It's just how it goes. Yeah, exactly. You know, it is what it is. It's just how it goes there. It's a disaster. Scratches. People just want everything to be perfect, but they can't be perfect. And the problem is, I don't like things that are over polished. That's the problem. When to actually polish a watch, you've got to pull the fucking thing apart. You don't just get a polishing wheel out and off you go. It's retail ready. That's right, guys. They want everything retail ready. We got Patel Philippe, $2. Never a Tudor I didn't flick. Ooh. Toyota Mo says, hi, boo. Hi, boo. That's right, Toyota Mo. Patel Philippe, $2. Never met a Tudor I didn't flick. How about you? It's interesting. I have had a few. I've flicked. Last Tudor I had, I gave that to my son. I think that's a keeper. But I'm just not that happy with the collection. That's just how I go. It is what it is. We got another super chat. Patel Philippe, $2. Explorer 40 is better than a Tudor for a daily. Tudor is a beautiful watch. Of course, the Rolex, but it's substantially more money. For the price of a brand new Explorer 40, you could have a beautiful little Tudor collection. You could have a Black Bay 58. Sorry, Black Bay, like a burgundy. A GMT, I go Black Bay Pro. You know that's the Explorer 2 copy. See, you could have a Tudor collection for the price of a Explorer. So there's a lot of bang per buck in the tuners. We got Little Dave, $5. All these people you're messaging are cactus, but as soon as Mookok stream starts, they pop up like daisies. Hey, what can I say or do? That is just Toyota Mo. He says to me, hi, boo. Unfortunately, JJ and Mookie already got me booked in their streams. Hey, no hard feelings, my queen. No problem. Do you want the birthday card? Do you want the birthday card I wrote for you? There we go. There we go. That's for Toyota Mo. I'll ask him if he wants that. Toyota Mo. I like the Toyota Mo. Toyota Mo sponsor behind the kimono. Look at that. Toyota Mo. Still there. Still there. You know what? That's problem, little Dave. That's the problem. We got Patel Philippe, $5, which is cool. Patel Philippe, $5. A beat up sports Rolex or beat up dress Patek? Should dress watches be polished and sports watches unpolished? Thoughts? You'd have to beat up sports watch. And I tell you this honestly, I love Pateks, but I think sports watch, you know, there's a couple channels that I watch that have beat up. I'll tell you who I watch. There's a channel called 4x4 Overlander. He's in Perth, Australia. South African guy. He's got a 1680 sub. Love his story. Then there is also Tyrrell's Classic Garage. He wears a Rolex. See, these are people who just, it's not a fashion accessory. It's just the watch they have. And I really respect that. They just wear it. And the beautiful thing with Rolex, is that they, the beautiful thing with the Rolex is they just, that's what they have. They don't treat it. They just, it's a thing they bought to wear, you know? I kind of like that. Patel Philippe, $5. Tudor used to be cool when the Black Bay came out. Now it's too one-dimensional. Is Breitling doing more interesting things than Tudor? Interesting. Tan mentions Tudor because Breitling is partnered with Tudor. And the fantastic thing is that actually Toyota Mo gave me a postal address. Thank you. I will send you out the birthday card. I'll do it now. I've got the card here. To Toyota Mo. Let's have a look here. This is the birthday card. To Toyota Mo. We love you from the Archieverse. We wish you well. Enjoy the LV box. Please super chat JJ. Love always. Archie. I did a little drawing there. And I'll just put my business card in there as well. ArchieLuxury business card. Done. Put that in Toyota Mo's box. I'm just going to do the address. Why not? Just get that for Toyota. I'm not going to reveal the address because he's very kindly. He's a good guy. He's been a really good friend of mine. Look, we have some banter. We've got to have banter. Otherwise, the show fucking is boring as fuck. I like to have some drama, some banter. And, okay, I've just done I've written that. Let that. Thank you. Thank you very much. Would love him to come on the show. I'm sinking a bit tonight on the show. Let's see if I can get the snake on there. Where's the snake? Where's he gone? The snake, where is he? Just see if I can find. Here we go. Please come on. There we go. Send Mike the Snake a text because he doesn't use WhatsApp. That's all okay, so there we go. Back to the Tudor talk. Tudor talk. Yeah, Breitling and Tudor, they swapped technology. The B01 movement, they did a swap, an intellectual property swap. Clever idea indeed. Yeah, why not? Why not? Tudor used to be cool. I think they flood the market with too many. But I still like Tudor. I got a lot of respect for Tudor. We've got another super chat. Bob NYC, $2. Your toxic outbursts are sinking you. Well, what do I do, Bob? Because the show was fucking boring. And these guys here, they think it's fun to poke fun at me, but I'm not allowed to reverse it. Come on, Bob. What the fuck? What the fuck can I do? Because they make money out of criticizing and micromanaging and their opinions on me. But when I try and have a talk about them, it's a disaster. So next thing we've got is Scratchy, $2. How much do you owe on the BMW? Good question, Scratchy. I tell you what, it's days like this. I'd really like to get out of that fucking thing. I got to be totally honest with you. If I could give the fucking thing back to the dealer, give him the key back, I most probably would. I've got two problems, Scratchy. Two problems. Okay, we've got some problems. Okay. Number one, I claimed 5 years depreciation in one hit. That was a tax incentive to stimulate the economy post-COVID. The downside is if I sell the car, I then got to pay tax on that because it's just how the depreciation thing worked. Okay, you can't have it both ways, sunshine. And the other, actually, I'm exactly halfway through. Yes, I am. I actually checked the BMW app a couple of days ago, and I am halfway through. That's right, halfway through. Halfway through. And I got to be honest with you. So I've currently got, let's have a look here. What have we got? In my finance, I just picked my car. Let's have a look. 30 months paid, 30 months remaining. That's you go, 30 months. So what's 30? 30 divided by 12, that is 2.5 years to go. Fuck. It's a 5 year. So I've got two. I'm halfway, exactly halfway. Point of no return, Scratchy. Now, at the end of that time, I can give the fucking thing back. Or I can buy it. What would I do? Good question. Good question. Good question. Would I buy it or give it back? Good question. Would I buy it or give it? I'm not sure. At the moment, I want to keep the option to give the fucking thing back. I would consider giving it back. Yeah, that's exactly right. I would consider giving the fucking thing back, but we'll see how that goes there. Oh, we got some great super chats coming through here. We have got Patel Philippe, $10. AC3, does it make a lot of sense to be in love with tool watches that are left in the safe in perpetuity while boasting about their ruggedness and usability? Fuck. Good point. See, tool tour watches, I think it's like this. It's like with Louis Vuitton. What do we love with Louis Vuitton? It's the idea of travel. Do we actually use the trunks or the suitcase? No, they're a bitch to use. They're a fucking pain in the ass. But it's that illusion of travel. That's the whole thing. It's the illusion of travel. And I think that's kind of more important. The illusion is more important than the reality. We've got, so that's, you know, I tell you something. I am thinking of, let me tell you this, okay? Let me tell you something, okay? I am seriously thinking of getting rid of a few watches myself. I've come full circle. Come completely full circle. Yes, I have. I got the box back, and I told you guys all that I'll talk about that. Let me catch up on some super chats. We got Sam Davidson, £10. AC3, you are better than than OC, and all the watch colony combined. AC3 forever. Love for the love the pontiff. Sam Davidson, thank you so much. And I got to be totally honest with you. I don't think the colony guys are really my friends. OC, I get on with him. He's very independent. You can't muzzle or control OC. You got a friend in 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 OC. We have got Sam Davidson gifted one ArchieLuxury membership. Sam Davidson gifted another ArchieLuxury membership. So nice of Sam Davidson to do that. I really... Oh, we got Toyota Mo in the chat. Thanks. Toyota Mo is in the chat. Great to... Oh, Sam Davidson gifted the membership. One Day Retro was gifted a membership. Thank you. He picked it up. And also the Gangster was gifted a membership by Sam Davidson. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Sam Davidson, £2 super sticker. Thank you. Patel Philippe, $5. Name 3 dog lineup at Rolex and at Tudor. 3 dog lineup. What does he mean? 3 dog. See, for me, let me say this to you, okay? Let's look at this. Rolex, 3 dog lineup, okay? See, I would say with Rolex, you would go Daytona, Submariner, and a GMT. The dog versions of that, you would say, would be instead of a GMT, you go for an Explorer 2. Instead of a Submariner, you go for a Yachtmaster 1. And instead of a chronograph, you maybe go for... Oh, there's not really a doggy Daytona, is there? Tuna, the doggies. Well, see, I like the Tudors. I like the Black Bay. I go for a Burgundy or a Black Bay 58 blue. Black Bay Pro, that's the Explorer 2 copy. And as a chronograph, I personally like the Monte Carlo. Yep, that's right. That is exactly right. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking there. What do you think? The dogs. We've got a super chat here. Hermes Head, $91 super sticker. We got Pear Clooney, $2. I will come on and help you after I brush my tooth. Pear Clooney. Thank you, Pear Clooney. JD, we've got another 16 cents. Arch, how come the links to the governance Grievous Garage? Arch, how come the links go the Grievous Garage, but you don't get any palladium or help on the panel from them? The Sicilian used to super chat you big bucks and ran many, many dungeons for free. I know. That's exactly what happened, man. That's exactly what happened. I've let Tan control the links. Okay? Tan, the man, is controlling the links. We got Patel Philippe, $5. AC3, nobody uses LV trunks, but we all use our Keep L55s and watch rolls and small leather goods, fuckface. The illusion of travel. Yeah, it is very much like that. It is incredibly like that. And yeah, the illusion of travel. That's exactly it. That's exactly it, guys. That is it. That is it. We got Watch for It, $7. What are the best shops for vintage watch hunting in Thailand and Japan? One shop for each country, big boy. Consideration to selection and price. I got to be totally honest with you. I don't think those two countries are necessarily that great. Thailand, unfortunately, has massive taxes, and I think the best countries would be Singapore, Hong Kong. A lot of stuff is cheaper in Australia. The danger is you buy something in these Singapore or Hong Kong, you bring the bloody thing back, you've got to pay GST 10%. 10%. I mean, fuck. It's kind of got rid of any situation there. In Thailand itself, where would I recommend? Fuck. There's many watch dealers. Fuck, it's been... It's funny, it was 20 years ago I lived in Thailand. Actually, this time, 20 years ago, I was back in Oz. I was driving fucking taxis. Fuck me dead. Fuck. 20 years ago. Fuck. 20 years ago. Fuck me dead. Look, so for Japan, Jack Road is who I'd say. Try that. Jack Road's in that. Jack Road, Tokyo. That's where I would say. I've heard good thing. Massive display. In Thailand, I'd say go to Mabon Kong. There's many pre-owned dealers there. No fucking bargains. This, I'll be honest with you. No fucking bargains. No bargains. We got Patel Philippe, $100. Read 20 free comments in the chat. Give at least 30-second response to each and thank them for their viewership. Wow. How is that for a super duper chat today? How is that, guys? The zeal in the house. My God. The zeal is in the house. And what more could you want than that? The zeal is in the house. Yes, I will read 20. We got GD, 2 cents, 20 ARS. OC is wickedly evil. Do not be deceived. Fair enough. Sam Davidson is a new member. Thank you, Sam Davidson. And Dr. Bob's Nightmare, $2. Enjoy yourself. It's later than you think. Actually, it's funny you say that. I saved a thing from Facebook. The other day that said the same. I'll tell you what it said. Let me just find it. It was... Let me find it. If I can find it, I'll... Oh, here we go. This is what I said. Socrates. It was a quote. Enjoy yourself. It's later than you think. Enjoy yourself. It's later than you think. And that's a fairly true comment, actually. It's a very true comment. Now, let me switch over to live mode and we can get 20. I got to get 20 comments to read. That's what Patel Philippe has said there. So here we go. So let's have a look here. Let's pick some. Here we go. Dr. Bob's Nightmare. This place is looking like a ghost town. Thank you, Dr. Bob. Dr. Bob, indeed, it is a ghost town. Thank you so much there. We got Spunky Hunky. Dr. Bob's Nightmare. Driving a Holden is passé, especially so in the absence of kangaroos, riding shotgun, or playing backseat drivers with all the perks, mind you, and no meat pies in sight. There we go. That's another good comment to add. We've got Ryan Hoffery. Evening, Dr. Bob. Yes, evening, Dr. Bob. Patel Philippe will get him one. Brody, I was thinking 3. Yes, sir. What a great way to go. We've got a Hans Gruber. Hans Gruber says root beer or bluesy. You know what? I personally think both are fantastic. There's no wrong choice. Personally, I love the Bezel. Okay. I love the bezel. Okay. I find the timer on a bezel to be really useful because you can time steak, or when you're doing something, you just time it, boom, ding, 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 and off you go. I find that useful. I find it hard to read GMT. 24-hour time is harder to do. So for me, I go bluesy, but the root beer, it's so beautiful. It's beautiful, beautiful. The brown, it's beautiful. Okie dokie, we did that one. We've got Uzi's Mansion. I want cock. Okie dokie, we've done 5. We've got Angelic Slayer. I hear ya. One day retro. I am a left-handed batsman. I right-handed. Daddy was a lefty. I'm fucked in the head for sure. Actually, my dad was a lefty and he was made to become a righty. There you go. That's a bit of trivia. Ryan Hoffery. Sounds like the Holden brand in Oz is going the way of... Yeah, because they pulled out. General Motors took the government grant and fucked off. Yeah. Dr. Bob's, hop on the stream. That would be entertainment. You betcha that would be entertainment. That would be cool entertainment. That's for sure. I'll just post the link. I need the link. We got Darth Nagus. He says there, lesbians and fat people wear the same clothes. Ooh, okay. Darth Vegas. I've never really noticed that. Dr. Bob's Nightmare, the specials. Stole it from Socrates. Well, if you're going to steal, that's not a bad person to steal it from. We got SD43. It's 12:30 here, and I'm nodding dog mode. This is painful. Thank you. SD43. Plato was taught philosophy by Plutarch. Thank you so much there for the nod. We've got a super chat, little Dave. These are not questions for fike's sake. Hey, I got to do what I can do. One Day Retro says, Angelic, it's a small club, but we all fight that are in it. Welcome to Retro World. We've got Darth Vegas. I am the wisest man on the planet because I know everything. Oisin O'Malley. Good comment there. We got Patel Philippe, Little Dave. In fairness, I wrote comments, not questions. There we go. He did do that. We got Angelic Slayer. One Day Retro. Honored to be a member. Yes, sir. We've got one UCLT. Best one and done. One and done. It'll be the bluesy. 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 We have got question. Broody. Who wears the bluesy better? You or Buckley? Ooh, did Buckley have it? I thought he sold it. No? Double Eagle, what about the 30-second response and thanking them for their viewership? Yes, I want to thank them all for their viewership. I think you missed those parts of the super chat term. We've got Ryan Hoffery. I sent you a message earlier, but I misspelled your name. One Day Retro. Scroll up a bit. We have got Jefferson Exotic. Angelic, do you drum, Lefty? That's a good question. Thank you for your viewership, Jefferson Exotic. We got P. Clan. Did he say daddy? Daddy, 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 daddy. That's right. Angelic Slayer. Nah, righty on the drums, Jefferson. Good, 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 good. Now we've nearly hit 20. I've hit 20, but we'll do a few more. Jefferson One Day Retro says, for sure, man, you should be one of those workers who build the Toyota Century. Then on the weekends, twin turbo it. Yes, I love the Toyota Century. That's the flagship car. No, the Crown. The Century. The Century, yes. The Century. What else is going on here? Arch, do you think the butcher in Toowong Village is a ripoff? Actually, I think he's I've gone to the fruit shop. The fruit shop there, that's a very upmarket. Oh, fuck. I used to use that shopping center. I used to buy the meats from Coles, but okay. When I lived there, I used to buy the meats from Coles. They were some good times. They were good times. Patel Philippe, when he reads so out of context, it sometimes can be quite funny. There we go. That's a beautiful super chat there. Super chat. We've got a few to catch up on. JD, OC is wicked. Yes, we did that one. Sam Davidson's a new member. Dr. Bob's Nightmare, $5. Mama's got a sweet box, and Daddy doesn't sleep at night. Mama's got a squeeze box. Daddy doesn't sleep at night. And Darth Nagus, £3 super sticker. Let me tell you what I was envisaging. Let me tell you this. I've mentioned this the other day when I showed you my watch box, and I did actually say, you know what? I am seriously I'm seriously thinking I want to do a few things, and I think it might be time. The end of the journey is here. Yes, the end of the journey is here. I'll tell you, we got another super chat quickly from Patel Philippe, $5, not quickly. AC3, don't be afraid to engage with the chat. It's not a deterrent. It's not a detriment to super chats. It could actually encourage more. Pro tip, because you're still new, 10 years in. Good pro tip. Pro tip. Pro tip. Good pro tip. There we go. What I was going to say was that I actually think it's time to get out of them. Okay. And I've got to be totally honest with you. I've got a absolutely beautiful collection, and I want to thank everybody who helped me achieve it. And what I would like to do is I'd like to actually get out of a few pieces in the future. I'm not going to do anything super quick, but I'd actually like to get out. Okay. I've come to the realization how many fucking watches or things do I need. They all need servicing eventually. They can be a real pain in the ass. So what I'm thinking of doing is simple. We got my friend Mike the Snake. Hello, Mr. Snake.
Hi, Archie. How are you? Sounds like
I've been an hour without a guest. Why is that so? No guests tonight. The super chats have been good, but it's been very difficult.
Very generous of people to send those. Yes. I don't know, but I thought I'd jump on and help you out because it's you're sitting there alone, and that shouldn't be that way. And again, this is just a don't think about getting out, Archie, or don't get out. Do the only wise advice I've given to like one or two people in my life. One was to my old partner: don't move out of this house that I'm giving you. And you can, I'm giving you the rental agreement, moving out. You can have the house. Don't move out until you've found another one, because you'll spend all your money looking and anyways, he said, I can find a place really easy in this other town, and he spent all of the money he made working for me over 4 years living in a Motel 6 trying to find a place, and then he finally ended up in a little rat hole.
We got Mr. GMT joining us. Hello, Mr. GMT. Hey. How are you?
How's it going, boys? What's going on? What's all this doom and gloom talk, Arch? What the fuck is happening?
I don't like it. Come on, Arch.
Huh? What the fuck are you talking about?
Seriously, talking about what?
Well, you can't stop. You can't have your toes to the end and blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
How do you expect to attract people on this fucking show?
You got some heavy-duty super chats coming in, man.
We got some super chats.
Go for it.
Let me, here we go. Let's go for the super chats there. We got one, Patel Philippe. He says to us, Patel Philippe, $10. Walk me through the Audemars, the Royal Oak offshore lineup on the Audemars Piguet website. Tell me which Piguet is the duck's nuts. Okay, I will call that up now. for you guys here. I will call it up. How are you been, Mr. GMT? What's the go now? It's actually, we're getting out of winter. Fuck, it's been hot.
Yeah, man.
This
It's
week.
just getting hotter here. If it's getting hot there, it's definitely getting hotter here. But
Yeah.
nah, I've got a few things. I've got a day off today. Thank God, it's been a while. But I was playing around with my computer and I saw you sent a message out, so I thought I'd come quickly jump on and say a quick hello. My computer's not running the best. I'm waiting for my son to come down and sort it out because I haven't been on it for a while, so not everything's working. My cameras aren't working.
Oh, that's so
He's
good.
going to come down and sort it all out for me. But no, I thought I'd jump on and quickly say hello. And, you know, Mike the Snake's a fucking legend in these parts. So, you know, hope everyone's doing well.
Thank you, man. I'm
I got to
flattered.
tell you, the duck's nuts. Which one would I want? I got to tell you, I with Audemars Piguet, it's very simple. Less is more. Okay. If you, let's have a look at this range here. Look, they got perpetual ceramics, this and that. You know what I would go for? I tell you seriously. Look at this, perpetual calendars. That's the John Mayer version. Fucking hell. These watches are absolutely incredible. To me, I like this one. This is actually not steel. This is white gold. Look at that. That would be the duck's nuts. Look at this. This is a white gold 15510. White gold, not steel.
Gorgeous.
White gold. What
That
do
is
you
beautiful.
think of that?
That's beautiful.
41 mil,
What's the dog color?
10.5 mil
what
thick, 50 meters water resistant. Yeah, that's kind of like a bluey gray they have. That's their kind of signature color there. It's beautiful. Smoked blue dial with grand.
We'll never be able to get one. You know that, right?
Trapezies where they have that machine. Sorry?
We'll never be able to get one.
Of course not. I can afford.
Even if we could
honestly
afford it, we still wouldn't be able to get it.
get one of these things here. So we got another super chat here. Mike Patel Philippe, $5. Mike the Snake Appreciation Fund, $5. Now we got some huge support here. Look at this. By the way, did you have pizza or Chinese with the money I sent you?
I haven't spent it yet. Haven't gone out yet.
No, that's okay. That's okay. Fat Windbag Ben, £50, showing some support, big boy. This is where it all started. Show the Pontiff some support. Fat Windbag Ben, what a great supporter of
Massive
the
super
channel.
chat,
That
massive
is a
supporter.
huge. Actually, it's really good you're on here. I wanted to. Next super chat, another huge one is Malik Diamond. Archie, out of all the watches you don't own anymore, if you could get back one back free, of course, which and why? What one past watch would top off your collection, or which individually do you miss truly? 5196J, or is it the Sky Dweller? Or I got to tell you, in all honesty, if I could have anything back, I would really like. This is not about money. I'd love the Sky Dweller back. Okay, the reason is it was given to me with love from one of the great fans. I got to be honest with you, Mr. GMT.
What's that, Arch?
I think the glory days are going. Okay. I don't think.
Why do you say that, Arch?
Sorry.
Why do you say that?
I've been really depressed lately, Mr. GMT. I don't know how long. I
understand that with what's going on in your life. That's very understandable.
Yeah, well, we understand. Have you been? Have you gone and tried to speak to anybody, Arch?
No.
Which is a very good
I think
piece of advice.
You should find a group or.
Look, I kind of myself. I know the answers. Okay.
No, you think you do, and you do what I do. You revert.
The problem is, I saw a psychologist when I had the burglary, and he gave me some really good pointers, right? It helped. But then he just wanted to make appointments to keep seeing me, and I kind of felt, you know what? I don't want to fucking see you indefinitely.
Yeah, no, yeah,
You know what I mean? Like they're trying to
understand
set you up to
completely.
see them continually. It was $80 a hit
Yeah,
It's a
no,
business.
out of
Archie. It's a
pocket.
business.
that's
what they
not
do.
what I'm really referring to. I'm thinking maybe just a couple of visits. Maybe he could give you a different perspective, or help you look at things a different way. Um, such that you're not as
Archie, I'll
depressed.
be back. I'll be
And
back later. My son's here just to sort
Oh,
my computer out. Is that
okay.
okay?
I wanted to
know,
talk to you about LV boxes. I wanted to show you my painted box. It came back.
Yeah, I saw it. I saw it. It looks
saw that.
fucking
It's
beautiful.
really
Huh?
cool.
Looks really nice, actually. I do like it. But
So, Malik,
I'm gonna go. But I will talk to you
talk
soon.
to your
Okay.
son. Talk to your son.
Take care.
I got to tell you, out of all the watches, I'd probably want the Sky Dweller back because that was if I could have that exact, But out of all the watches, which one? Another watch that I'd really love back is the 6006. To me, that was perfect Patek, perfect size. Bear hated it. Number one, Bear hated it, Mike.
Okay.
Number two, he called it my Oris Patek. Bear hated it. Number two, it was good size. I love that watch. 22 mil strap. I think that was probably
big Calatrava.
yes. It was the black dial one. The black. But
Can you pull it up? I'd love to see it.
Of course, I can pull it up for you, Mikey. So it's the Patek 6006. I think these are great buying on the second-hand market. They haven't really gone up that much. There you go.
Oh, okay. That's a beautiful watch. So continue with your story. Thank you.
Next super chat, we got Sam Davidson, £5. Mike, you rock, man.
Oh. Rock and roll.
Yes, of course he does. We got Patel Philippe, $5. Mr. GMT made you pick the day date from Brisbane. The famed watch mistaken for Chippy. Okie dokie.
Chippy.
Malik Diamond, member for 41 months, 41 mounts. Juice and shower, # love the pontiff. We got Angelic Slayer, $31. Arch, I love you, man. That's a super, super duper chat, man. Thank you so, so much indeed. Very, 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 very generous super chat.
Arch, this is my point. Like, you've had some bad days, and today looks like it's starting out pretty good. You've got a lot of support. People are you gotta I think spend a little more time peeking over at your chat and maybe commenting on some of their comments. Somebody else made that suggestion earlier in the chat, but yeah, maybe if you involve yourself a little bit more in the chat, it might help things a little bit. Might get people a little more
incentive.
interested.
I'll tell you something, Mikey.
Maybe give them incentive.
I got a topic in a minute. Sam Davidson, £5. Mr. GMT, stay sexy. We got Patel Philippe, $5. Mr. GST, are you ready for the relaunch of Perf Luxury? And will you be appearing on the upcoming September series? When will Arch explode? Now that's perfect. Now that Perf's back. Interesting. I don't know. Don't know at all. Don't know about that one. Speaking of exploding, we have got the greatest bear in history. How are you?
Hey, Bear!
Hey, Boo!
Hi, Boo. How are you,
You know,
bro?
I don't
Hi,
understand this,
Bear.
right? Everybody,
Hello, Mikey, and who else we have on the panel? Just us?
we got
That's
yes,
it.
yes, just us. I gotta tell you, I don't understand. I was poking fun at Curly and bit of a JJ. They've taken it so hard. Why do they act like prima donnas, never come back on? I made them a lot of money. I made myself some money.
Oh wow,
Why did
you're doing really well tonight. I'm looking at wow, there's some really nice donations here. Patel Philippe, Big Bucks, Big Ben, Big Bucks, Malik Diamond, wow, Malik and Big Ben, guys, you are fucking amazing. Angelic, wow, guys,
Yeah.
this is impressive. You getting
Yes.
amazing support.
I agree. And I was trying. That's the point I was trying to make, Archie. Is you're going to have down days and you're going to have up days, and it is what it is. And
That's
um,
right, Mikey. That's
you're going
exactly.
through what you're going through, which is like in essence, in part, a separate thing. But you've
Holy shit!
you
Why
know
are we looking
the
at
show must go on,
6006?
right?
What the fuck is going on? 6006, the ugliest Patek ever. What's going on?
You don't like this one,
they were
huh?
asking me what paddock would I, out of all the watches that I've owned and don't have anymore, what would I like back? And I said, firstly, the Sky Dweller because it was a gift from a fantastic guy, and secondly, I picked the 6006. Now, the reason I picked the 006, number one reason was Bear hates it.
You picked it because I hate it.
Number two, it's a big size. And number three, I just love that dial.
By the way, not to interrupt your amazing story here. I'm just questioning. Have you picked up all the super chats?
We've got another super chat, Patel Philippe, $5. AC3, real talk. Were you more hurt being called the walrus or that your paddocks were girl sized? You got to be honest with us. I'll tell you honestly, it actually hurt when he said they were girl size. Yes, it did hurt. It did. I will confess now that I don't have them. They unfortunately were stolen. Um, yeah, that hurt.
That was primarily Cliver, eh? He was the one that was hitting you on that.
Yeah, JJ did too.
Well, they are a little bit. They were a little bit smaller size. They were a little bit smaller size. I don't think they were girl size. I think. I think it was also funny that I remember. Was it the five identical Pateks? That was the whole spiel.
Yes. We've got another super chat. Patel Philippe, $5. Bear, why the fuck do all these dealers do the retail ready polishing bullshit, man? You gotta check every watch, man.
You know, we were chatting about that today, and for example, I don't buy many watches on the secondary market, but when I was buying my Meteorite Pepsi, I obviously wanted the best possible condition, but I was very firm and very strict that I do not want any polishing on it. So the watch had a little minuscule dent on a case, and he says to me, "We can get this out. You would not even know it's there." And I said, "No, I actually want it there. I actually like the idea that it's showing that it wasn't polished." But more and more, unfortunately, the secondary market dealers are feeling that the end customer requires minty, fresh, perfectly polished watches, and that's okay, I guess. I mean, Patel does make a good point on one thing that if it's a dress watch, like if it's a dress Patek, or if it's a Datejust or day date, yeah, they should not be overly scratched. They really need to be in a pristine condition. But if it's a tool watch, like let's say Sub or Explorer or GMT, I think that a bit of scarring gives the watch a certain charm, certain persona, certain character. So yeah, that was the conversation about that. Super chats coming in fast and furious, Archibald.
Here we go. We got a super chat, a $20 super chat from Malik Diamond. Bear, tell Arch what the best candy bar is. Bear, how are you enjoying the tag tourbillon?
The best candy bar. Okay. Um, I think I love candy. This is not my favorite, but I'm going to mention it and give a shout out to my dear friend Patrick Philippe. His favorite choco candy bar is a coffee crisp, which I don't think they have in US, and he always kind of mentions it. We brought him when we were going, Tan and I, to New York. We made sure that we had a coffee crisp for our friend Patrick Philippe. My favorite candy bar. My
Oh,
favorite candy
coffee
bar.
crisp. This is it here, Bear. It's on the screen.
Yeah. My favorite candy bar, actually, believe it or not, it's a Big Turk. Big Turk. I
Ah,
love the Big Turk.
Hmm.
Do you know Big Turk? Do you
I,
have Big
I'm,
Turk?
no.
I'm a,
Big Turk is, it
Oh,
has
it's
like,
Turkish delight.
yeah, yeah. So Turkish delight covered with chocolate, milk chocolate. How bad can it be? I love that. That's by far my favorite candy bar. And to answer your
Oh, I love
question,
Twizzlers. I love Twizzlers, Bear.
oh, I know you do. Mikey, what's your favorite candy bar?
probably something like caramello.
Nice.
I'm a really big milk chocolate and caramel fan. So caramello or one of those Ghirardelli chocolate bars that maybe in either a real nice good milk chocolate or with uh, caramel inside. I like something like caramello, basically.
Yeah, cool. And to answer your question, how am I enjoying my Tag Heuer Tourbillon? I love that watch. That is the only Tag Heuer next to Skipper that I still have with me. I think it's very unique. I love the Carrera style of it. I love that it's on a rubber band. It's very sporty. And it really was something I always wanted to experience, and that is Swiss made tourbillon. So that watch was also presented on one of the legendary ArchieLuxury live streams, which was very special to me. He dedicated a live stream to that. He actually gifted me beautiful Tag Heuer book, in which he signed and wrote a little memory on that. And I
And you
have
were
the
very
book.
clever, Bear. You got me to post it straight away. That was a
Yeah,
very
yeah,
good.
yeah. We don't
Good.
want to procrastinate. Exactly.
Because
I don't
let's
know
be
who.
honest, Bear.
Mm.
The economy's changed since then, and I probably won't go to America.
Well, we'll talk about it when we need to talk about it. But I have a very fond memory of that night, and the punters with their super chats and Archie and everyone made it even better. So I love the watch. Let's move with the super chats, Archie. We don't want to leave anything behind.
Yes. Okay. We've got another super chat, this time from Patel Philippe. $50 Bear Appreciation Fund plus answer 5 free questions in the chat. That's Bear to answer them or me to answer? That's Bear.
Yeah, anyone that wants any questions, they don't have to be watch related. Anything you guys wanna ask, please put in a chat. I'll keep an eye on it. This is a very generous super chat from Patel. Thank you, Patel. Thank you for supporting Archiverse. And I will obviously answer anything you like to know. Okay, so we have a question from Mark the Shark, one of my favorite punters. Do you have any idea how hard it is to be fat and have a bird legs? Um, I am fat, but I have a very strong leg, so I don't know how it actually feels. I would assume it's kind of uncomfortable. Um, so my opinion is, if you're fat, if you have a big tummy, you better pray for a very strong legs. You gotta carry that fucking thing. So there is the answer to that question. Let me see if I see any more questions. I'll definitely keep an eye on it. Hang on, hang on. Nothing there, nothing there, nothing there. Question number one. Does JJ not wear shorts because he has a bird legs? Oh, I see where you're going with this. I don't know. I never seen JJ in shorts, so I can't comment on that. Uh, but I'd love to hear more questions. We're going to jump to next super chat, and I'll keep an eye for the question number 3 and question number 4 and question number 5.
I got to tell you there, we got a super chat from Osman Alva, 220 Turkish yens. I love you, Paul.
I really want to go to Turkey. I'll be honest with you. Now I think about Big Turk. Okay, Turkish delight. Now I see Osman, who is by the way awesome guy and great supporter.
$10, by the way. That's not a small. That's a good super chat. $10 super chat. That there, Osman. Thank you so much.
Osman. You know what? I remember Osman coming and sharing a sad story from his personal life.
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about. I don't want to bring it up, but this guy obviously feels for you, Archie, and he supports you. But what I wanted to say is, what I wanted to say is. What did I want to say? Well, I want to say I really would like to visit Istanbul. I never been to Istanbul. It's just such an amazing and interesting city. I watched some YouTube videos about it, and it looks like a city. There's two cultures there. That's a place where Europe meets Asia. The food is amazing. Turks have amazing customer service culture. There's so many interesting things. Actually, they do hair implants. A lot of people travel to Turkey to do a cheap hair implants, and you can do a
Yes.
dental
Yes.
work.
Yes.
See, being that I'm bald, toothless fuck, bald, fat,
Yes.
toothless fuck, I could benefit from going to Turkey. But besides that, it seems like such a interesting uh, uh, country and city, filled with culture, filled with history, filled with amazing food, shopping, and from what I hear, pricing is not extravagant. It's not like visiting France. It's not expensive. It's not like visiting UK, and it's not like visiting Greece, Italy. It's kind of like still not as expensive, and they have all the advantages of amazing tourist opportunities. So yeah, that's something I'm thinking about. Let me see if there's any other questions.
Did you know, Bear? I was offered free hair plugs from Turkey.
No, I did not know. Our man Jimmy
Yes.
has a question number 3. Jimmy says, "Who has the best shorts? TPG with jorts or AC3 with those 6-year-old cargo shorts?" I don't think anyone can touch Archie with his shorts. Uh, Archie does everything in his shorts.
Yes.
He
I'm
can't.
wearing them now.
Yeah, he's when I picture Archie, I either picture him as a Satan Deville in a tuxedo, or in that big suit of his, double-breasted suit that's outdated from the 90s, or in a shorts with some type of power tool doing some shit, and obviously flip-flops.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Archie. And then we have a question number 4. Oh, Mr. Valju, nice to see you, Mr. Valju. Thank you for question. This is question for the panel. What are top 3 watches to consider in the inflationary economy?
What 3 watches to consider in the inflationary economy? You mean to beat inflation, you mean? What does that mean, Bear?
Well, you interpret it any way you like. Basically, give us your thoughts on it. Give us your thoughts on to beating inflation. On what would you do? What type of watches would you buy in this inflationary period, and
It's
why?
funny, you know. I actually bought a bluesy after the burglary. So what's that? That was early 23, January 23, and my friend Dave sold it to me virtually at cost. And I got to be totally honest with you, Bear. Oh, look at this display here. What do we got here? This is Moon
Hello.
Mission Machinery. How are you, JD? I got to be
Thank you.
honest with you, Bear. I probably lost 2,000 on this bluesy. Okay, they've come down in price.
Okay.
Uh, Explorer 2, I
Let me
had.
just remind you
Oh,
of the
nice steam
question.
train. I love trains.
Hey,
Bear,
buddy,
yes.
focus. The
I got to tell
question
you.
is simple. Hey, buddy.
Yes.
Question is simple. What 3 watches would you advise to buy during this inflationary period? Don't fucking overthink it. Just give us 3 watches as a recommendation and tell us why.
3 watches. If you can get these at cost, a Batman, a Pepsi, and a standard date sub. There you go.
That's ridiculous. You're not going to get those at the cost. So let's talk real world, Archibald. Let's give people a real world answer. Let's try to figure out what would you do. You are pontiff. The Mr. Valju came to you and says, Pontiff, this is high inflation period. I want to buy 3 watches. What do you recommend? It's a
I would
real
say
world,
the
Archie.
40 mil Explorer 1's not a bad watch. Okay.
Okay.
Simple, to the point, not impossible to get.
Good point.
Another watch I think is great is what JD's got is the Air King, the new Air King. That is a fantastic watch.
I
That's
love
with
the
the
new Air
crown
King.
guard. He's wearing
Yes.
it now. Look. And another watch I would say,
I
Bear.
missed it. Oh, hang on. Show us, JD. Beautiful watch. And the third choice, Archie?
I got to tell you, a no date Submariner, because they only do it in black. It's not fragmented with Cermet, Kermit, Hulk. It's just no date Submariner will always have a market for it.
I think those are fantastic recommendations, Archie. What do you think, Mikey? What's your perception on the type of watches you would recommend during the inflationary period? Mikey might be taking a break, which is okay. Okay, Archie, what are we looking
So
at? Where is JD?
look at this here. We're looking at
I'm
some
at.
steam. Where are you, CB?
I am. That's
Where are
JD,
you?
but that's okay. I am
Yeah,
at
Jade.
Castle Hill in Sydney, about 20 kilometres northwest of the CBD, and they have a storage facility for the Australian Museum and the Powerhouse Museum. I never knew it was here. I thought I'd check it out this morning and have a little look around at what they've got. The cellular coverage might be a bit patchy,
How did you
so I
get
might be
into this
dropping in
area?
and out. It's all free. It's near a
What car is
tank.
that?
There's a Bugatti,
Far
which is a
out.
blue one.
That's a
This
Bugatti.
thing here.
That's
Yeah.
worth millions of dollars. You know that?
Oh, okay.
Holy
There you go.
no!
Yeah, I don't know.
Does it say what it is?
You're the expert. It has a tag on it because it's not sort
What does
of.
it say?
It's sort of a museum, but it's not. If that makes any sense, it's sort of more storage than anything else. That has a little tag on it, but all-terrain vehicle.
What model reference does it have?
Yeah, I don't want to touch anything in here, just in case. But pretty impressive. they've got dinosaurs and all sorts of stuff. Here's one you can see for this little racing car here. Whatever that is, but that's pretty cool. We've got lots of cool stuff. You'd never know it was here. It's like attached to like a
Bugatti. I'm just looking it up now for us. I think that's a Type 35. Okay,
Okay.
that Bugatti's worth 2 million
Mr.
euros.
Valju, Mr. Valju, a classy guy that he really is, and we both know how classy he is, Archie. He returns the
Yes, sir.
favor and he provides a super chat, giving opportunity to chat to ask 5 more questions. Archie, can you please read the
Oh,
super
Mr.
chat?
Valju. Here's another $50 to reload the next 5. Is that for Bear or for Archie?
For both of us. For both of us.
Okay. I gotta tell you there, Bear. It's let's have a look. Let's have a look. We'll get some beautiful super chats
Watch
coming
Nicholas
through
here.
now.
So, guys, submit your question in a chat for Archie. It will be treated in the same way as a super chat. And thank Mr.
Oh,
Valju
what's Nicholas is
for.
there?
What do you mean? Watch Nicholas is there? What does that mean?
There's there's a dog there. You know, he uses the dog. There's a stuffed dog there
Oh
or
yeah,
a tiger.
he loves his dog. I think he has a pit bull, a really cute pit bull too. I think it's a pit bull. Really not. He loves his dog. He genuinely loves his dog. It's really nice to see that.
Cannoli Cream says that Bugatti is $200,000 to $300,000. Okay.
Boy,
I
I
do want
bought
to
it from a gift
thank
shop on the way out.
Twin Horns for giving me such a nice compliment, Archie. He says it's nice to see Bayer mature from being a Rolex bogan to a Patek gentleman. Holy macro, Archie. Some punters start to see me as a Patek gentleman.
Yes.
And I only have one Patek, and it's already working, Archie.
It's already working.
Yeah, well, you can
Actually,
see.
I think that's it's a Type 35B.
Do you want to have another look at it? Have another look at it.
Guys, I'm keeping an eye on the chat, and if anyone wants to submit comment that wants to be read or question, it's up to you. Just put a number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, and I will bring it to Archie's attention. Again, compliments of Mr. Valju. Thank you, guys.
Valju, Mr. Valju.
That's right, Jimmy. Truly remarkable support for Archie. Some great punters dropping big super chats to show Archie that they have his back.
We've got some great questions there. Um, I can't see a ski rope. Laugh out loud. Yes, there's it's an amazing museum, isn't it? Look at this stuff.
Pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Look at this thing. This
I like the
engine thing,
steamroller. Look at the
size of it.
traction engine there.
It's
Fucking hell.
insane. Huge.
Fat Ben, Great British Pound is my favorite money.
Yes.
It's a good currency.
We've got another casual Bugatti next to military ATV.
As you do.
Look at this, a beautiful Sydney train. Look at this. Wow, amazing, isn't it? It's beautiful. Hello to Strider if you're watching.
Yeah, absolutely. If you can get signal in.
Dark Negus wonders where's Mikey to narrate this, because Mikey would
I know.
certainly have to make
Perfect.
comments on this. Pastor
Look at all
thinks he
this,
fall
look at all
asleep.
this.
Well, maybe Mikey's taking a nap.
Amazing stuff, Mikey. Yes, yep, that's correct. There, we got some. Hey, we got Patel Philippe #1. Hey, boo! Thank you,
Look at all
thank
of
you.
that.
Hey boo, hey boo, hey boo.
It's very interesting. It's
Patel says that Strider came by the dungeon earlier, and it was nice to see him. Yeah, there was a dungeon earlier today. Our man Jock was running a chat. The live stream, and Strider stopped by and said hi to everyone, which was nice to see him.
Bear.
Yeah,
Let me.
Archie.
Okay, we've lost JD. Let me ask you something, Bear. I don't want to be negative, right?
Well, then don't be. Why would you be? Why would you be negative when there's so many beautiful watches in the world? There's so many beautiful luxury items. Archie, have you ever been on a cruise?
No, I haven't, but I've heard great things.
Can I ask you? I mean, you're a traveler, right? You like to travel. I, on the other hand, I'm not really someone that enjoys traveling. Bunny wants to go on a cruise, and we never been on a cruise. She wants to
You
go
know what the
next
danger
year.
of going on a cruise is, Bear?
What?
Go, Bear. You'll have a blast. It's worth
You
it.
eat,
And
eat,
you make
eat.
Bunny
You just
happy.
eat, Bear.
Well, I think Bunny wants to do something that I would enjoy as well. So being on a luxury ship surrounded with awesome food and service, obviously would be something that I would not complain about.
Look at the steam engine there, Bear. Isn't that amazing? A traction engine. Look at that, Bear. Far out. Look at that. That would have been a very expensive piece of kit in the day.
Yeah.
Wow, look
Bear,
at the
go
aircraft.
if you get a chance to go on a cruise, just go. They're worth it. They're super fun.
You been,
Um,
Mikey? You been?
I've not, but my mother has gone so many times. I might as well have gone. And I'll just tell you that you have so many options of what to do.
Hmm.
Depending on the length of the cruise, there's stopovers. There's stops at different ports. You can go off.
I think, to be honest with you, I think for the first time we would just do Caribbean cruise, because it's the most, it's the least flight time. I mean, I was thinking about Mediterranean, but that's a long flight, and that's basically starting in Portugal, ending
Yeah,
in Greece. I think the first time we'll do something like Regent, or something like a little luxury ship in Caribbean, leaving from Miami.
doesn't matter really where you're going or what ship you're going on.
Right,
You'll have a good time, and Bunny wants to go. You'll be making her, the wonderful happy queen that she is, and you'll have a hell of a time yourself. I'm talking about meeting people. You're gonna
right,
see more watches, probably more
right,
special watches on that trip than you will anywhere else in your life. And
right.
it yeah, you just everybody should go on a
We
cruise
got a
at
super
least once.
chat. We got a super chat.
Before
Actually,
super chat, if you don't mind, actually, we have a question that was paid for, and this is in a chat. Yes, thank you, Arch.
here we go, Mr. Valju. Question 1: Has Christopher Ward bumped Seiko out as the new sub $1,000 Seiko? Yeah, good question. Look, what do you think of Christopher Ward, Bear? I really dislike the brand.
I just hate it so much. I really hate that brand. I'll be honest with you. There's
At least
something
Frederick
very.
Constantine is pretending to be Patek.
Oh, that's one I hate even more.
Do they even
Oh,
make like their own movements or have any automatic or mechanical watches, or are they just a quartz watch company?
no, 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 no. Christopher Ward does some exceptional
Okay.
work on. I mean,
I don't.
um,
It's not a brand that I've done any research on at all. So I don't even know what price point they're at, what they make. I've never
well,
looked at it.
they're about 2,000 to, let's say, $2,000 to $4,000,
All right. Okay.
right?
Yeah.
They do some, so they have that 12X, which is almost I think 5K or 6K in titanium. That's the one that kind of like they got some attention with the whole lineup of these watches called 12, which resemble what's the Polish guy that worked for Patek? Chapek. So they resemble
Okay.
Chopek,
Patek.
yeah, Chopek.
They were
They
primarily
resemble a Chopek resembling an AP.
no, I would say not really. It's more Chapek look. I also know that they were pretty much taking over the market with their Trident pieces, which are like their bread and butter. Honestly, Mr. Valju, I would feel much more comfortable as a watch enthusiast buying Seiko than buying Christopher Ward. I think Seiko has a history. Seiko has some kind of reputation. It can. I know what you're saying. The pricing is going up. Uh, Presage is not cheap for sure, but I will go for Presage, Seiko Presage, over Christopher Ward all day, every day. Uh, Maybe it's a snobbery. I don't know, but the name Christopher Ward just gives me such a cringy feeling.
The only thing I dislike more than Christopher Ward is Raymond Wheel, Bear.
Ooh, those are rough. Yeah, that I was. You know, actually, you're hitting them all. You're hitting them all. Raymond Will, Christopher Ward, and the one that sells you a boat next to the next to the watch. What's
Well,
it
I
called?
guess there's like the total fashion brands like Michael Kors.
No, 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 no. They're actually not. They are. There's a lot of people that respect them, Mikey. They're not fashion brands. It just happens that Archie and I hate them.
Can I tell
So
you a
Michael
story,
Kors
Bet?
actually
Let me catch up this
makes some
next super
hot
chat here.
horology.
Just quickly, Daft Negus, £5. Archie, I totally get why you love the Patek 6006. Personally, I'm totally smitten with it. Yeah, I think. Look,
That means,
at the end
let
of the
me tell
day,
you, 6006 is. I'm not gonna argue with you because you have opinion, but I'd say 6006 is what 6006 is what 6007 6007 is what 6006 should be. 6007 is remarkable, beautiful, impactful watch. 6006 looks like Oris.
yes. Oh, look at that. We got OC there, Bear.
Yeah.
That's nasty, scary.
Why would that be? Oh, because of the Satan? No, come on. No.
Something for Herman.
So this is just open. They don't have
See,
curators walking around with you.
Pavel
Oh,
is with
sort of.
you guys. Pavel is with you guys. Pavel prefers 6006 over 6007. I guess we all have a different taste. So I'm going to just retract what I say and I'm going to say this is something I like. Um, you know, fair enough. A lot of people love 6006. A lot of people love.
Oh, there's some great models there, isn't there? Look at this.
Yeah, that's where I lost my AirPods yesterday. Back of the stairs of the Opera House. Bloody.
You can't go.
Oh
You
well.
couldn't go. Yeah.
No,
So
they're stuck there forever.
6006 is the Patek that you really want to get back.
Yes. Yes.
Above everything else you had.
Yes.
Really?
I wanted actually number one would be the Sea Dweller, Sky Dweller,
Oh,
because that
yes.
was
I
a
love
gift,
that watch.
right? That was a gift. But Bear, I'm actually thinking. Don't be upset when I say this, right?
No, I won't.
I'm thinking of getting rid of two of my higher end watches,
Like what?
like the Breguet and the Patek.
Which Patek?
I've only got one Patek, the World Time.
Oh, no, that would be a huge mistake. That would be a huge mistake. Please don't tell me you're thinking of that.
Okay.
Please. Please.
Apologies.
Archie, do you know which Patek I really love that you owned? And I, uh, I would actually, like to have it. I'm gonna tell you a couple of things that I like about it. I'm sure you will come to conclusion which one it is.
Mm-hmm.
First, I love the crown guards on that Patek Calatrava. I
Yeah.
think it just gives it such a unique look.
Yeah.
I liked it in the white gold. It was just a very, very cool watch. Um, they replaced it after with totally different model, but
Yeah.
this model is actually the one I prefer. And what I did not like on a one that followed that model, they eliminated the crown guard. They increased the size from 37 millimeter to 39 millimeter. So the one I
Yeah.
loved is actually 37 millimeter. Um,
Now, did you the big difference? Two models,
so can you can
5107 or 512.
5127G is my favorite Calatrava of yours.
Now, what about the 51? See, the oh 07 had the smooth bezel, whereas the 5127 had the curved bezel.
I love that curved bezel. That curved bezel is what gets me. It's a very Cartier feel. I mean, you might think I'm crazy. It gives me the Cartier feel.
No.
This watch here pulled up.
Yes.
Actually, this
I agree
is actually
completely.
my
It
watch. I'm
totally
just
it
bringing
totally
this up
has
now. That
very
was
Honestly,
curved.
my watch.
Mikey, this is one of the earlier Archie's Pateks, and it's just so beautiful. It's so classy. That watch.
Oh, I'm looking at the lines on this thing are as sexy as lines get. The lugs, the way they transition all the way to the crown
The
guards.
only thing I would say is, Mikey, next to see this picture here, this is the 5296. 1 mil bigger, 38 mil. I think that was better, Bear.
Not to me.
Honestly, I well, I'd have to see both of them a little more detail, but I'm liking more about the smaller.
Probably for you, Mikey, it would be too small. I would
No,
assume because of the size
I'm
of your.
taking myself out of the picture. I'm just speaking objectively, like looking at
But
those two
I
watches. I think the smaller one is like just got a lot more juju going on. You know, it's more rounded, more polished. It's got some really complex shapes to it. The lugs transition into the case. They're not like an add-on to the case. They flow from the case, and the rounded sides of the bezel and the sides of the watch, like you mentioned, that screams Cartier. I like the lugs like transition all the way down to the case and then back up and form the crown guards. That's fucking pretty slick, pretty smooth, you know. I fucking like it. I think it's got more going on than the and by default, I would be choosing the bigger one because I have bigger wrists. But
Yeah,
I'm like,
that's to me, Archie, the one that stood
You
out
know,
for some
Bear,
reason.
I actually that watch itself, I put it on the deployant buckle. I bought that extra deployant buckle. Fuck, that was beautiful, you
I
know.
remember that. I remember
I
that.
paid $3,200 for the buckle. Fuck, it was expensive, and unfortunately, all of that stuff was stolen. Um,
Actually, interesting cheering from our cousin Angelic. He's trying to convince you to go for Lange.
yeah,
yeah,
I think you
yeah.
should look
Lange
at
makes some
Lange.
amazing stuff. Bear, they make amazing stuff.
My issue
Lange
with
makes
Lange is not that it's not amazing. I respect Lange whole lot, but I don't like their designs. So for me, Lange does not do design that appeals to me.
well.
Uh,
You know, with Lange Bear, they used a lot of pocket watch designs.
And I don't like that. I always think when I think pocket watches, Archie, you know which brand always comes to my mind, and I really dislike the design of it.
What's
Beauvais,
Waltham,
that? Sorry.
Beauvais, Beauvais.
Oh
Beauvais.
yeah, I
Wow.
hate Beauvais. I hate Beauvais.
Yeah, see, they're
Hey,
high end.
give me
They're
that. Patel Philippe. Sorry, Mr. Valjoux, $20. Archie, you need to write a one-page journal for every watch you buy. Then read that journal before you consider selling it.
Wait a second. I'm trying to understand what Mr. Valjoux is suggesting. So you would write a one-page journal for every watch you buy. Like so, everything you ever owned, you would kind of put a picture of it and write your experiences with it, the things you liked, the things you didn't like. What did you find cool about the watch? What attracted you to the watch? Why you sold it? Put a little bit of Archie twist on it, a little comedy, a little humor. Man, that would be fantastic. You know what's the problem with that, Archie?
What's that?
It's effort and a lot of work, and you're lazy as
You know, the
fuck.
funny thing is, I actually was starting a diary, a journal for my watches like that. Okay.
I remember that. How far did you get with it?
I did it. Unfortunately, guess what, Bear?
Oh shit, they stole that too.
Yep. And I also
Fuck
had
me,
one on
man.
car stories. I was doing one on cars I'd owned.
I wonder where your true passion these days is. Is it the cars or is it the watches?
That's a pretty valid question, but everybody's entitled to have more than one
Fair.
hobby.
I actually, Bear, I
Pavel says 3 pages. Yes, Archie, I'm waiting to hear your answer. I'm genuinely curious.
yeah, no,
Or is
that's
it
a
kind
very
of parallel world? Like you appreciate both to a point that you simply don't pick one over the other.
yeah, yeah, it's kind of interesting, Bear.
My perception, to be very honest with you, is
I
when
got to
I'm on
tell
the
you,
live.
I think I like with cars, right?
Mhm.
I never really owned that many, okay? Like these, I like vintage, I like classic cars, right? I never had the confidence to buy classic cars because I never had an extra garage to put one in, okay?
Right?
But I loved reading magazines and going to events where they had them, and I love I loved reading about them, but I always had a dream, Bear, of having a Ferrari, right?
I mean, you know what? Why I
But
think? I
it was
think that you
always
prefer
fantasy.
cars
It was
because
always
you're always very enthusiastic to talk about them.
Yeah, I think Ferrari, Porsche. I always wanted a Porsche, Mikey. I wanted a fucking Boxster, Mikey. That's what I wanted. People criticize it. I wanted a Boxster because it was
Well,
affordable. They're so
and
expensive now. But
well, the older ones are cheap now, but the newer ones have finally come into line looks wise. The older ones are kind of ugly, honestly. But the newer Boxsters are you pretty much they're hard to tell the difference between a Cayman and a Boxster. They're really sharp looking cars.
yeah.
Going back to talk about the watches, another interesting comment that caught my eye is that Fat Ben is Lange fanboy. Like, what the fuck? I did not know that. I would have never pictured Ben being a Lange fanboy. Um, if you ask me, just from kind of like a communication with Ben and seeing Ben here and there and talking and commenting and so on. I always picture Ben more as a Rolex guy. So now, yeah, Mr. Valjo, on the other hand, he is a Lange ambassador. Um, but he says their new LE shenanigans diving their customers into different classes is woke nonsense and off-putting at best. Oh, so they're playing some kind of games with the clients, uh, classifying them in who is most welcome and who is less welcome. Okay, that's interesting. I did not know that. I don't know. I don't know. Archie, going back to cousin Angelic's suggestions to do Lange. You, in your whole watch collecting career and watch enthusiast career, you never owned a Lange.
No, no. I wanted a Lange 1, Bear. I like the Lange. Actually, as I'm talking to you, I don't know if you noticed this. I'm trying to engage more. I'm actually trying to have pictures of the shit we're talking about. I don't know if you noticed that, Bear.
I did, and I love it. That's a good thing. Can you show me the one you really wanted, the Lange that actually
Yeah.
you considered buying, and tell us why?
Yeah. So these actually, let
Go
me.
to the article. You'll get the
Yeah,
better
I got to tell you.
visual.
Yeah,
Go
yeah.
to the article.
These Lange, the article. I know, Bear. I just want to bring it up. I want to show you something. What I okay, this is what my dream Lange now would be. Grand Lange 1 Moon Phase. Right? Look at this, Bear. This is fucking price upon contact. I hate that when they tell you go to the
Me too.
boutique and lick their asshole, Bear. Lick their asshole.
Talk to me about this watch. What do you like?
Look,
What speaks to you?
I like the island in the middle on the back of the movement there, Bear.
Okay.
What I love about this watch is, look, Lange 1, 2 disc date. This is just classic Lange. I remember when Lange was resurrected because I went to Ukraine in 97. Okay? Just as Princess Diana died, we were leaving the next day.
Okay.
And that was the 31st of August, 1997. We left the next day. We went to Ukraine for a family, and we flew Lufthansa because I wanted to fly a safe airline. And they had an article in their flight magazine about this company called Lange.
Okay.
And I thought of it like I think of FP Jean, and it's kind of what I think of Moser, FP Jean now. I thought, oh, it looks nice, but it'll never be a big hit. And what I actually wanted many years ago. See, I worked for a guy. I used to sell watches in Thailand. Let me just find. I think I've got this picture. I'm just going to find.
You were taking pictures of his inventory, right, and helping
I
him
used to
sell the
use the
watches.
Sony Mavica. Sony Mavica. You know the Sony Mavica?
Of course.
You know, that's the one, the camera with the floppy disk. And this is actually my photo. I actually photographed this myself. I'm just going to get this off the screen. We'll bring this up on the screen now.
While you're doing that, actually, Ben justifies his comment on Lange, and he says Lange workmanship is on point. Um, what I hear from people who are into Lange and who are actually big fans of Lange, they say, regardless of what point level of the watch from Lange it is, the finish is equally amazing at entry level as on the top levels, which is not the case with Patek. Um, I'm
So
only
they say,
repeating what I heard. I'm only
yeah,
repeating
no.
what I heard.
So this was the watch. This is the first Lange I really touched.
So
And
this is the one that spoke to you.
well, this was the first Lange I photographed it for him, right? And
Yes.
I got to be honest with you, it was amazing. I thought the quality of it was fucking. It was a big size.
Was it like 40 or 41?
By the way,
This was 38. 38,
Oh,
Mr.
I think.
38.
Mr. Valju has a Lange one, and he comments that it's the most beautiful dress watch ever made.
I, I,
He prefers 39 millimeter.
And I got to
this
tell
thing,
you, this watch, I photographed it and I thought, fuck, this is really amazing. It was really amazing. Like a lot of the Pateks were a bit dainty because this era, I would have photographed this bed 2002, 2003,
Mm-hmm.
and the Pateks from that time were 37. My girly, the criticisms aside, the world time I had was 37. These were much bigger. These were bigger, chunkier pieces, and,
Mm-hmm.
and the fashion really went into big, chunkier watches. And now it's moved back. Like I don't know. That's why I've got the Breguet and the JLC because I like to be against fashion. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, go on, go on.
do you think
And
in different circles that like different groups of people like have a different best or top of the line watch? Like, here we're heavily Patek, uh, and but honestly, I've seen stuff from FP Jorn and A Lang and Son and Vacheron and JJ Lecoultre, all of which their highest end stuff was like Geneva Seal, all just amazing, like all on the same level, all on the same crazy finished level, and we think
What are you trying to say, Mikey? What is the question or point?
uh well, do you think other groups of people like think that there's a different top of the line watch than what we consider top of the line watches, brand
Well,
wise?
the people who are into watches, the enthusiasts, the knowledgeable people, they will agree on everything you mentioned, right? There's just the finesses that are changed, that are different. People, these watches that you mentioned, they're all very high quality pieces. Uh, I think it comes down to some very small differences. The beauty is in detail, right? And also it comes down to design as well, and then it comes down to the brand you prefer, and it comes down to details that maybe to a regular person don't mean much. But if you're
Okay.
going into these brands, they all have the high quality.
I think my point was kind of like that. There's 4 or 5 or 6 or even more brands that are all kind of on this same level as Patek. You know, they all produce
By the
watches
way,
with
Archie, Pavel
similar
has an
finishing.
interesting observation. Your school of photography for the watch is interesting. You have 1108 on a watch, and you have a 03 on the date.
Yeah.
Please explain to us your photographic process. As far as I know, it's usually 1010, and for the date 28, if I remember correctly. But
Look,
you
I
are
tell you, the answer is
you're
I was
breaking the
too
rules.
scared to fuck with this thing. I was too scared to fuck with this thing. Okay, fuck me dead. Bear. I gotta tell you a story, right? I used to work for this guy, right?
Oh, Canuck watch collector corrects me. It's not 28 for a date. I think it's 25, right? Is that what you're telling me, Canuck watch collector? I wonder if that's what it is. So basically, Pavel, he just did not want to fuck around with the watch. He took it
I actually, the
exactly.
worst story was I used to photograph out this window and I was photographing this vintage Flieger
Yeah.
and the fucking crown came off and lost it out the window.
Oh, shit. Oh, Archie. All right.
So
Well, it
as
happens.
far as setting the time goes on this bear, I didn't want to fuck a Lange. Fuck me. It was very intimidating watch. Like this is yellow gold. Like now you probably want rose gold, you want a black dial, but this was, I just thought, fuck me dead. This is like seeing your first Mercedes Benz or first, I don't know what to say. It was incredible.
I'm going to use one of those super chat donations to bring up the comment. Uh, it was from Forbin, who is asking you to look at the Lange 1815 Rattrapante Honey Gold. So it's a Lange 1815 Rattrapante Honey Gold. And give us some of your thoughts on that watch, if you don't mind.
No problems there. I'm just getting it now. Just give me.
Are you
He's a good
familiar
guy.
with that watch?
Let's have a look. This it's the Lange 1815 Rattrapante. But honey
Gold.
So this here, fucking hell, just bringing it up now. This is an expensive, so double split basically. Rattrapante double split. Fuck me. Yeah, these are expensive.
Yeah,
Bear.
that's a very, very high level complication, right? The double split chronograph, right?
Yeah, ridiculously expensive, difficult to do, etc., etc. Here we go, having a look at it. Fucking gorgeous piece. Bear, the problem with this watch is, Bear, 1815 Rattrapante honey gold. Let's have look at that, Bear. Look at that, Bear.
I have to say
Look at
that
that.
this design is absolutely beautiful. Okay, this doesn't look to me like a typical Lange. I'll be honest with you. This is not how I picture Lange.
Yes, it's fairly okay. So this here, how much is this fucking thing, Bear? I think you'll be shocked, Bear. Nothing shocked the Bear. This is when you realize with Lange and Patek that they have some pieces that are beyond 130,000 euros. That's not terrible, is it?
I am assuming, considering the brand, considering the complication, considering that this is top of the line, would you expect it to be
41
cheaper?
mil.
Nice
So
size.
it says here 41 mil, 18K honey gold. What's that? Rose honey. What's honey gold? Fuck, is that? What's that? Honey is yellow. What the fuck is honey gold?
Well, let's
Honey,
think
honey
of
is more orange. Honey is, more orange in color.
Hand wound split second chronograph, column wheel, and horizontal clutch. It's limited to 100 watches, boutique only. Holy fuck. What do you think, Bear?
I did a Bobby Google, so I'm gonna tell you what honey gold is. It's an exclusive gold for Lange und Söhne. Since its reestablishment, our manufacturer has continued to venture into unknown horological territory. Blah, 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 blah. The patented honey gold, which is reserved for very few exclusive models, is particularly remarkable. It is harder than any other gold alloys and registered under the trademark honey gold. Material owes its name to a warm hue ranging between pink and white gold. The first three
Fuck.
timepieces that were crafted in honey gold in 2010 were part of the 165 years homage to F.A. Lange anniversary edition. So this is the advantage of this gold is that it's not soft.
Bear, that could be a new thing for you because you like honey. You're a honey bear, aren't you?
That's a good one, actually. Yeah, of course. I think
It's
everyone would love this. Everyone would love this. Everyone would love this watch. Come on, this is beauty, man. I mean, what's not to love? This is perfection. What's a
Agreed.
Patek? What's a Patek equivalent to this, Archie?
oh, this would be a double split. See, it's not like a 5172. This is actually a double split. You know,
Does
these are
Patek have
so
Rattrapante? Does Patek have Rattrapante watch?
they do. Uh double
Another
double split
significant supercharge,
chronograph.
by the way,
You're
Archie.
looking at they do a
Another big supercharge from your and my friend Ben.
a 5959.
Okay,
That's a split
Pontic is
second
in the zone.
Patek. Sorry, here we
Pontic
go.
is in the.
We've got a super chat, fat windbag Ben, 50 pounds. Nice to see Bear keeping big boy focused. So the paddock
Nice to
itself
see you,
there.
Ben, supporting us, man. Thank you so much. Very
Yeah,
generous.
50
You're very
pounds,
generous.
man.
That's a big bucks, Archie. Archie, would you do me a
He did
favor?
he gave another super chat like that before, Bear.
I seen it. I seen it. Can I ask you to do me a favor? Can you save this page? Oh, you already gone. Okay. I wanted to see what is Patek's answer to this and to compare it. Yeah. So save this. Go to
Oh
another
yeah.
page.
No. I've got it on a different tab there. I got it on a different tab. So there 5370, I think it is. Look at this. So this is their 5370. There you
Oh
go. That's a
wow.
split second. See,
I'm
grand
sorry, but
complication, split second
this is my
chrono,
choice. This is
and
so
that's about the
beautiful.
same size, 41 mil.
That's gorgeous. What's the
I'm
price
trying to
on
work
that
out the
one?
price on it. 200,000. That's actually that's not it. That's not it. That's not it.
Beautiful watch.
We'd have to
So,
let's go to Chrono
Mr. While you're
24 and have a
looking,
look.
while you're looking for that, Mr. Valju discovers for us. You know, Mr. Valju is Lange ambassador, so he discovers for us the secret of honey gold. He says they smash up rare
Yeah.
German mountain bees and melt them into their gold.
Yes.
Ah.
I want to say hi to Marcus. Marcus is such
200.
a sweet guy. 200.
Here we go, Bear. These 5370 is about $200,000. Let's have a look. How does that compare? What does the
Lange.
Lange go for? Lange? $18.15. Rat. It's not doing it easy for me. It's slow.
Nothing
it's slow.
easy.
It's
Nothing
slow.
easy in
It's
life,
slow.
Archie. We have 150 viewers watching live stream tonight. Thank you,
Forget to-
everyone, for coming to watch the live stream of ArchieLuxury. But we have only 14 upvotes. Could you please spare a moment, click the upvote, and let's acknowledge the efforts of our team to put a decent show for you. Thank you, guys. I appreciate your effort. Thank you so much.
You know, it's a real close one between the Patek and the Elang and Son. Between those two watches pulled up that I just saw.
Now the thing is, this Lange 180,000 for. I don't even know if they have that special limited edition one because it was so fucking rare. So I just typed in Retropante. These are actually perpetual calendar ones. They don't even seem to have. It's not easy to find. It's I got to tell you something, Bear. Which would you take, the Patek or? Well, they're both beautiful. Come on.
Oh, I'm sorry, Archie. I have no doubt. Even again, I am going Patek. I'm sorry. Anything from that, I'm not a Patek fanboy, but when it comes to these watches, I simply don't see anyone touching them. Now, from a different angle, I would. I'm very impressed with Grubel Forsey. I'm very impressed with FP Journe, but that's the watches for CB. That's the watches for very wealthy guys. For me, Patek represents a pinnacle of high horology for okay punter, for a regular punter, right?
Yes.
That's how I see it. That's how. Now I'm gonna say there is a watch from Lange that I would like, but you know which one that is. There's only one.
Mm.
Which one do I want, actually?
You want the Datograph?
No, Odysseus is the watch.
Oh no! See, I gotta tell you. See, I think the Odysseus is such a. That's what's wrong with Lange.
I
They just
know,
went.
but I like it. I like it so much. It's such a cool watch, man. It's such a cool watch. Mikey, show Mikey Odysseus, please, and you
Yeah,
tell me,
let me see
Mikey.
it.
See, I know you're gonna love it, and I'm gonna tell you after you see it why I know that you're gonna love it.
I'm bringing it up now for Bear.
Thank you, Archie. Yeah, JD, Pavel, just thanking you, and I want to thank you for a really interesting Gonzo. JD, you always pleasantly surprise the punters with most interesting Gonzo streams. Thank you, sir, very much.
I want. What do you want?
Now,
The Bugatti or the
that
steam
band,
train or the traction engine? What would you take?
say again. Sorry, I didn't hear.
If you had a choice of the
Mhm.
Bugatti, the traction engine, or the steam train, what would you take from that museum? They said you can have one thing.
Well, steam train, of course. You know how I love trains. That's such a nostalgic thing. It's such a
Yeah, I'll take
beautiful.
the Bugatti. Thank you.
Of course
I'll
you do.
take the
So,
Bugatti.
Mikey, there is Odysseus.
Now,
It's
interesting,
Show it,
absolutely
Bear.
show it on a
gorgeous.
bracelet. I don't know what you're showing here. I don't like those. I
That's
want
the
a
white
proper.
gold. These are the cheapest ones. This is the cheapest.
Yeah, I don't want the
So
cheapest.
okay.
Get to the
So then
blue
they
dial.
kick in
Blue
at
dial on the bracelet.
$55,000.
Show it to Mikey. Show the big picture. Click on it.
Oh, you okay? So you can't see it.
I can, but
I
I'm
can
picky.
kind of see it. 50, 55. That thing's absolutely gorgeous.
The reason I thought you would like it because I know you appreciate your favorite watch from the high end is the Vacheron Overseas Blue Dial, which is also integrated bracelet style. Um, and I would I would say I like it better than this. But this is also kind of cool with integrated bracelet. It's that type of sport watch.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's got kind of a stepped pin dial.
I think this was their attempt to answer absence of uh, Nautilus, absence of the Aquanaut, absence of the Overseas, absence of the AP Royal Oak. So they needed a watch that would be that would fill that type of market requirement. And I think they did a fantastic job designing this. There's never been a question about the movement and all that. But I think they also managed to design the watch really well.
Yeah, it's very balanced. You know, between the complications on the both the right and the left hand sides, they're the same width and even with the center of the watch and the I don't know, the second hand. I'm assuming subdial is centered. I mean, I love everything about this watch. I like it. I like the bracelet as well.
And it's a good size for you as well. It's a
We
beautiful
got a
piece.
we got a super chat from Marcus
Love it.
Mandel, €5. Next time you are visiting the beautiful country of Serbia, have a pint of Gina
Yellen Pivo. Yellen
on me,
Pivo.
big brother. There we
That's
go.
Yellen beer. Oh man, that's a great beer. I especially like it on the draft in a frozen mug. Marcus, wow, that's a good taste. And yeah, I will definitely do that. I love having a Yellen draft in Belgrade, and I
Hey.
appreciate your friendship and your support and kind comments all the time. You're one very positive guy. Regardless of who is on the panel, regardless who Archie works with, I have never seen you be negative, be toxic. You always support the show, and anyone that comes on, from Mikey to OC to Curly to JD to Goldberg to whoever was ever on, you had only words of support and kind things to say. Never change that, Marcus. Always stay like that. That's a wonderful thing to have.
Even to Doc. Yeah.
Doc!
Oh, and then this guy Doc showed up.
How's it going, guys?
Hey Doc, how are you, man?
I'm all right. How are you guys doing?
We're doing good. We're having a good show. I think Archie had a great support tonight. He's doing a really great job engaging, talking, giving us his perspective on watches. We had a nice Gonzo stream by JD in some type of museum, which is some cool old cars and some steam engines. Mikey gave us a bit of a retrospective on things he liked about certain watches. And just it's been a wonderful show. Archie's doing great.
Hitting on multiple pillows, it sounds like.
Yeah, well, we haven't really hit on any drama or anything like that, uh, because we're not in the mood for that. But
We
everything else has
substituted the
been,
gonzo for the drama.
yeah, why not? Exactly.
It's okay. Drama can
Yeah.
be overdone.
And the Dr. Bob's Nightmare acknowledges that this is the big, beautiful watch.
I like Dr. Bob. Dr. Bob.
That's Dr. Bob's Nightmare.
He's a
Yes.
he's a funny guy.
He's a funny
Unless
fellow.
unless I'm thinking of someone else.
I got it.
I don't think so.
Yes, Archie, what did you want to say?
I wanted to ask you something seriously, right?
Go
This is
ahead.
not negative. I want to ask you honestly. I'm getting into my 50s now, right?
Oh, you are already in 50s. You're getting close to 60.
Ouch.
52 there.
That's close to 60.
Rounding up, rounding up.
Do you ever, with your collecting, say to yourself, you know what, there comes a time where I want to have a few basic watches and get rid of the rest?
Okay, go through those motions, but I enjoy the hobby even with watches I don't own. I continue to read about watches, I continue to show interest, I continue to talk to friends about the watches. I came to conclusion, really, honestly, I love the watches and I will never stop loving them. If
Yeah.
for whatever reason happens that I have no watches today, literally
Mhm.
no watches, I would still follow, I would still enjoy, I would still like them. And I think there is a way to enjoy the hobby without consistently buying watches. Okay?
Yes.
So I am old enough and experienced enough to say that horology or watch loving or watch collecting or watch enthusiasm is something that is part of me and it's never going to leave. uh, to the day I leave, to the day I die. And even on that last day, if you ask me, did you like the watches? My answer will be yes. I am
It's like a
passionate
bad
about.
infection, like a bad
Yeah,
infection.
that's right, Doc. It's just there's no penicillin strong enough to cure it.
Archie, 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 Archie,
We got a
It's
Archie.
new
kind of like
super chat, Mr.
kind of like the
Valju.
Archie
Here we
show.
go. Panel, pull up the new Lange Dato. They just launched today, limited to 25 pieces.
Mr.
This is the
She's
Valju's a
got
cool.
2 of
new.
those.
Mr. Valju's a cool dude.
Yeah, man. Really, like the way he dresses, the way he looks, the way he behaves. It's like you meet the guy and you go, "Fuck, this is a class.
It's
This
almost
is a
like a
classy guy."
politician, but better than a politician.
Yeah, you know what? There is an element of that look that he has. Like, well, politicians have to take care of how they look. They are
Y-
always,
Yeah,
uh,
you're
you
always
know,
on.
right.
Got
Well,
to be
that's how he
careful.
looks, but he's also very, very approachable, very kind, very sweet. Um, and I just like the guy. I was happy to meet him. I really was. It's that type of guy.
He's one of the more active
Oh, look
on the
at
WhatsApp.
this, Bear. What do you think of that? Look at the dial.
That's amazing.
Vintagey patina. Wanderlust Limited. Handwork Dust Limited. This is a surprise release. Continues the celebration for 25 years of the data graph.
My goodness, that's beautiful.
Oh man.
My
Two
goodness,
Makes you
that's
showstopper
beautiful.
appreciate
novelties.
makes you appreciate vintage, doesn't
125
it?
in white gold and 50 in honey. This is honey gold.
Yeah, see, Doc, we discovered that's proprietary gold of Lange, and for with their alloy, they're capable of achieving toughest, harder gold. So you know how gold watches tend to be very soft. Well, apparently they managed to improve the hardness of the gold. When we have a Higgin next time, I'm sure he can give us some more deeper analysis on that. Um, it's an obviously brand with a lot of interesting aspects, and but this is just look at wow,
Of
look at
course, it's
that.
going to be a little pricey, but if you have to ask, you know,
Let's not
It
even
doesn't
go into
actually
the.
give us the price. It
There is
doesn't
no
give
price.
us the price.
This is going. This
It
is not going to be sold.
it's
This is
only
25
25
pieces.
pieces. Yeah,
Yeah, this is already predetermined who gets this.
right.
this
Let's
is
just hope
But
Marcelo
like
doesn't
there's
end up
there's
with one of them, right?
surely there's 25 super rich Lange people who just buy everything. What do
Yeah, that's
upon
definitely
request
the
they
case.
didn't even tell the journals who what the fuck
People
the
want
price
you
is.
to show them the movement a little more
well,
and to
at least we're lucky enough to that somebody took the time
Oh,
to take
okay.
these pictures
Can
so
you
that we
show
can
them the movement,
see
Archie, please?
and appreciate this, you know?
Don't scroll too fast when you get to things. People won't actually look at it. Archie has attention
Oh, there it
deficit
is. Yeah.
disorder. You know that.
I hate to
Yeah.
see what it's like when he's going fast.
Man.
There you go. Enjoy, Mikey.
Mm. Imagine the
Imagine
inside of
spending
my
all
brain
evening
looks
looking
like
at that.
On this
Imagine.
one, Patel, he could not say it's expensive because price is not published. And Pavel explains how Archie scrolls. So Pavel says Archie scrolls the whole page before his top tier internet can load the images.
He's probably right.
So Archie, as a Patek fanboy, are you going to admit that Lange has a better finish?
Oh.
I got to tell you, I'm happy to admit shortcomings when I see them, right?
Okay.
And I think in many ways, the 5196 that I had, and I desperately tried to really love the one I had in white gold, it was a little bit too small, you know, and I got to be honest with you, Bear. They make some amazing stuff, and
I'm
you
just
know,
wondering, why
without
did 5196 come to your mind now? What made you think about?
because that is people have said there's some flaws there, right? I think every maker, there is nothing on earth that is perfect,
True.
and I've got to tell you,
It's a 37 millimeter 5196. I don't think that's too small.
yes,
It's the same
yes.
as the one I like. They're all 37 millimeters. So do you really? Did you feel that it's too small?
Yeah, it just I think the movement was too small for the case, and just
Okay.
you know there was some. Now the thing is Lange. Look, I think people get confused. They say Lange is better finishing. I think you got to realize Lange does things the German way. Patek
Okay.
does things the Swiss way, so they are
Can
different.
you explain to me what is difference in German way versus Swiss way? In simple
Well,
terms.
they handle things differently. Now, okay, so what is German or what is Swiss there? Just how they handle some of the way they have the movements and the now I got to tell you this, Lange, they didn't exist after World War II until they were resurrected. So they escaped. Basically, they didn't have quartz watches. Patek had quartz in the 70s. They also, the big push in the 60s after World War II was to get smaller and smaller watches, thinner and smaller. Lange escaped that brush, which now they're not that popular. We had that 32.5 mil watch on yesterday. Lange didn't create things like that. Even their 38 mil Lange one was pretty big. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is they were lucky to just through because they weren't in business. They didn't have things that were super small. Now
Okay.
they have German finishing, German silver, German this, German that. I'm not an expert in the finishing or making these watches, but just how they have how they handle curves and you know different things per large and shit, just finishing the finishing. But you got to say, I don't think Patek would be
The
as
one thing that I frequently hear is the German watchmakers prefer to use so-called German silver, which is not silver, obviously, it's a nickel and copper alloy. And the Swiss are using more of a rhodium-plated brass in their watches movements, right? So that would be kind of like what I always heard from people talk. But also the architecture of the movement, right, is a little bit different, is it? Or am I clueless?
Yeah, no, they've the architecture is different.
Okay.
You got to they do things differently. Like the thing is this: I'm not an expert in these movements. Like I'm not a watchmaker, but
No, that's why I'm asking you
the
in the
thing
layman
is,
terms. Yeah.
they had help from Jaeger-LeCoultre. So a lot of the move. Remember, they took that movement, the double disc movement. That came from some JLC technology.
Hmm.
They're an amazing. There's some amazing pieces there.
I always heard
Um,
that the German watches were more utilitarian.
No,
This
not
might be a
not.
stereotype, but
Yeah, no, that's. I don't think. I mean, if we're talking utilitarian German watches, we would be talking about Zid. But that's not really what I think. That when they talk of German watches, they're talking about. Let's be honest about. They're talking Lange. Maybe glass shoot a little bit, but it's Lange. Lange is a proper representative of German watchmaking. By the way, if I may just say big hello to Piano Man, our dear friend Herman. He's in the chat. Nice to see you, Herman. I hope everything is good today.
we got a Patel Philippe super chat. Patel Philippe, $5. Look, I like Lange, but look at the finishing. That's hidden behind three-quarter
Yeah,
plates. Fuck me dead.
you know who
yeah, I
typically preferred
noticed that.
one of the Rotens prefers German. Roten 3.0.
Yes, Jim Tingler. Jim Tingler prefers Lange over Patek.
Well, it's hard to know sometimes whether he's trolling, but
Yeah,
he
he is a
seems to
good
have a
troll.
preference for the German watches. Is my impression.
I see.
Even though he does have the Rolex watches in the end, I don't know if he has any German watches right now.
Not sure. He was in yesterday, by the way, Doc. He gave us some really cool super chats. You know, a little bit of a fun, a little bit of a jokes. It's always good to see Jim Tingler.
Yeah,
Um,
Jin
he's a
Tingler is
jokester.
a great guy.
Patel
Yeah,
says he never asked Jin that question, but he thinks he loves Lange because he visited Glashude. That's possible.
that's true too.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah.
I gotta say,
And Herman rebuttals this. He says Lange uses a three-quarter plate. Swiss watchmaker don't do that. There you go. So that three-quarter plate, if you're asking me, is not something I would really. For me, the biggest wow on the movement that I've seen has always been F. Pigeon. Especially when I
mm,
look at their gold movements.
yes,
That's
yes,
just from the aesthetics point of view.
yes. It's FP Jean itself there. Have you fallen in love with FP Jean watches yourself there? Would you ever get one? They're amazing finish there. You know that I've
Where
got a
where
friend of
where am I gonna get F. Pigeon? In Canada, even Pateks are difficult to get. Never mind F. Pigeon. Uh, I don't actually at this point. I believe that we do not have any ADs in Canada that sell F. Pigeon. We
you
had.
joking.
I'm serious. I think we had. Patel might correct me, but I think that in Toronto, the one that had lost it. They don't have it anymore. And I believe that officially we do not have F. Pigeon AD in Canada. And on the secondary market, I never see them. They never cross my path on the secondary market. Ever.
Wow, that's amazing. Nothing.
Our dear friend is in the chat and super chat from P Cars. T-Cars, really nice to see you, sir. Thank you so much for a generosity. He's sending us a sticker, Archie, super sticker for $10. Thank you,
Super
sir.
sticker. Thank you.
And you know
Thank
what's the super sticker? We have a hippo on a brand new chair purchased by Toyota Mo. Broken chair. This is a hippo who broke Toyota Mo's chair. And then we have another super chat coming in from Patel Philippe, $10.
Fast and
$10.
Furious.
He wants me. He's just sent me a clip here. He says to me, please play the vid sent to your WhatsApp and don't skip through it, Fiker. Okie dokie. Loading it up now.
Would you ever skip through one of Patek videos? Would you actually do that? I would hope you wouldn't.
Oh, let's have a look here. We'll get this. This is he's coming out there. This is a different Archie. You've got to remember this. This is a different time. I think I'm a completely different person, Bear. I don't even know.
Why do you say that?
I just had different things happen to me. So let's have a look. Let's run this here. This is one of my old videos. Let's have a look. Run through it. Can you hear that, Bear?
Yeah, we can hear it. Make it a full screen.
Hello, I'm ArchieLuxury, and welcome to 2013's What Does Your Wristwatch Say About You? And this is where I stereotype watch brands to watch owners. And I try and get it right. So I'm really interested to hear your feedback. Let me know if I've got it right or if I'm completely wrong. So please, without further ado, today I'd like to talk about Lange. What does Lange say about its owner? And I got to say, normally I like to, characterize a model of watch to an owner. But with Lange, the brand is so all-encompassing. When I refer to one type of Lange owner, I actually refer to all. And Lange's a brand which came back from the dead. It's a corpse that's been revised. And the fuckers, they were a company which was inside East Germany after World War II. The commies, the red bastards, couldn't find a tart in a brothel with a handful of 50s. The business soon died, and that was it. After the fall of the Berlin Wall, freedom, etc., Richmond thinking, hey, we could make some bucks. They revived the corpse, and I got to say they've done a great job. And Lange is a brand which it's really interested me. Naturally, I could never actually own a Lange myself because of the mean, nasty fucker Germans. That's right. My grandfather was a POW, captured by the Nazis in World War II, sent to assault.
Yeah, I don't know whether that's relevant. Do you, Bear? This guy's a fucking lunatic. The guy's a fucking lunatic.
I suspect that's why he said play it all the way through.
Yeah, there is no. Listen, you gotta keep going, bro. You can comment, of course. You can comment.
Fucking lunatic. I don't like this guy, Bear.
Yeah,
he's an idiot.
Yeah,
he's an idiot.
Little bit.
This guy's an idiot, Bear.
But things that punters are enjoying.
Front line to dig fucking trenches, and I'm a little bit bitter about that, you nasty Nazi bastards. But let's have a talk about Lange. And, I have met a few people who own Lange. And
you shouldn't say that on television now.
One characteristic I have found is that a lot of Lange owners seem to have some sort of sexual problem. Now, what do I mean by that? One of the Lange owners I know is a homosexual.
Oh my God!
He bats for the wrong team. He does things that the Bible says you shouldn't. And I'm not anti-homosexual at all. I like, I'm
We love gay men.
I believe in all things, but I'm just telling you. You asked me an opinion, what does your wristwatch say? And it kind of brings out that nasty, mean sexual side in people. And some of the men who are heterosexual who have Lange, they're into, I can just tell they'd be mean, nasty fuckers in the bedroom. They're into bondage and discipline and, controlling the situation and how could I put it tactfully on my classy channel, but they certainly wouldn't be that keen on providing their partner with oral enjoyment, if you know what I mean. But, Lange owners, generally speaking, are mean, selfish fuckers. And they're mainly self-made or inherited money, but they're mean, stingy fuckers. They're the type of fuckers who never tip, type of fuckers who've always fucking got a problem whether they're in a restaurant or getting their car serviced. Everything's a fucking hassle. And the world revolves around them. They live in their own little fucking world. And a good way of looking at it is
showing this
it's
beautiful
like a
movement
Patek
and going a walk job.
who's a complete fucking bastard. That's what a Lange owner is. And I got to say, Lange itself have got some beautiful pieces. But they have no ultra-slim dress watches. So they're big macho things, but they're not blingy in the sense that a Breitling is blingy. They're actually bloody nice watches, and they're.
Can you pause?
They are
Can you
works
pause?
of art. No,
Can you pause?
Yes,
Archie?
sir.
I just want to say, I wonder how would this Archie react to somebody coming and calling him man-child and a boo? I think you would fucking eat him alive. Holy shit. Imagine this Archie being treated as a man-child. Fuck! Keep going, big boy.
Keep going. We're nearly finished. It's nearly finished.
Can I just say that the views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speaker?
Exactly. By the way, while we are on the
pause, nothing to do with me, I'm afraid.
It's a
criticize the brand.
It's a pause. It's a pause.
They got
it's a
some
pause,
wonderful
super chat.
Super chat. Patel Philippe, $5. It's like being Patek owner, but a complete. It's like being a Patek owner, but a complete fucking bastard. Horatio Paul Pluta in reference to Lange owners.
Now, can you read that in the same voice and same type of attitude that you had in this video?
2013.
It's like being a Patek owner, but a complete fucking bastard.
Yes.
There you go.
Yes. Oh shit! I missed that, Archie.
From the
God,
Archie Luxury Archives.
How much I wish that somebody fucking came and told this Archie
movements
to be a mentor.
And the way they've done things, I think, is fantastic. I love the brand, but generally speaking, the owners are mean, nasty fuckers. They're rich, mean, nasty fuckers who have some sort of sexual frustration, and they're quite vicious fuckers. If you were a tart, they'd be nasty punters. That's what they'd be. If you were a prostitute, they'd be nasty punters who paid high prices for nasty services. So they're mean, nasty fuckers. That's what they are. That's Lange owners. And that's the thing. If you see someone who is wearing a Lange, forget approaching them for a charity or a worthy cause, because they're mean, nasty fuckers who are only interested in themselves. They're rich fuckers who don't care about anyone except themselves. I'm ArchieLuxury. I hope you've enjoyed this review on Lange mean, nasty fuckers.
Fucking awesome. Thank you, Patel. Thank you, Patel. Archie. Archie. What do you think about this guy? What do you think? Give us a...
You know, Bear, 2013, right?
A lot
Yes.
of things have changed.
You know, the sad thing is, Bear, I would like to go back and redo a few things, you know?
What
It's
would you
okay.
like to redo? I don't know. Why would you change anything? That's your life. That's a beautiful life. You.
It's no longer politically correct, I think is what he's saying. I'm not sure it
Oh.
was politically correct then, but
Yeah, geez. No, it was. I don't think I got the same enthusiasm to do that now, Bear.
Well, I don't know why that is, but all I know, when I watch this, it brings such a powerful memories, man. Um, I'm not endorsing the whole crazy talk about Nazis. That part doesn't really matter, but
but
it's the
the
whole
energy.
attitude, energy, attitude, voice, uh, commanding position. Basically, this is Archie and go fuck yourself. And if you don't fucking like it, you go fuck yourself again. And then if you don't like it, keep fucking yourself. You know what? That's the Archie, I think, that unfortunately some of the newer punters never had a chance to experience.
And a lot of the older
And
punters miss it.
all the older punters miss it. Yes. And when we taste this, when we have the taste of this, and this is not that long ago. Let's be honest, this is only 11 years ago. That's not a significant time. You know, Archie? But okay, yeah, sure, you're more mellow, you're more mature, all that stands, but there is a fire somewhere hidden there, man. There
11
is a
years
fire.
ago, but somehow he went from 40 to 60. Bear, how did that
Do
work?
you really think that some stupid fucking toothless bear Clooney could tell that guy that he's a fuckface? Really? Do you think he could have done that? What do you think, Archie?
No, I got to tell you, Bear, I think it's sad. Like, I look back on it, and the thing that occurs to me is how could I have changed things with the two oldest kids, you know? Change some of their
Well,
outcomes. Could I have,
Well,
you know that the
you know,
answer is you couldn't really.
my
well, you
dad
don't.
always said my dad always said to me, remember one thing at the end, destiny's written.
It's like, you know, all those movies where you go back in a time machine and you do this, that, and the other. It almost never works.
Pablo says you were day drinking much more at that time. Is that true?
A little bit, yeah. You know that the funny thing is, Bear,
A little bit
that
like
was
yes.
when I wasn't streaming then. Streaming was only a recent, last 5 year sort of thing.
Right.
It was
You
more
hadn't even started live with Clyde yet, had you?
No,
no.
no, no. That wasn't even close to that. We have another super chat from Doc's favorite punter, Doctor Bob's Nightmare.
Archie, put a little lead in your pencil.
Are you in the mood to drink, Archie?
I have absolutely nothing to drink. It's gone, and I have no drinks. No drinks. There you go.
You drank it all.
Interesting.
Mm.
Interesting.
So how would somebody send you a little something to drink if they were so inclined?
Hey,
Are you
You
Bear?
frozen, Archibald? You frozen?
He got excited.
Yeah, he got excited and he froze.
ArchieLuxury 72. I'll give you the
Archie, you got frozen so slowly, buddy.
Dan. Oh, just hang on. I don't know what's going on. Just hang on. I'll close a few windows. Let me close a few.
Oh yeah.
I
Especially
think,
the Japanese
no,
stuff.
little Dan, nobody sent it yesterday. It was Jim that super chatted for Archie to go and pick up to pick up himself a bottle of cognac or whiskey. So
Yes.
Archie will do
Exactly.
that. Yes.
But just in case someone else wants to contribute to the debauchery, how would they go about sending you something to drink?
Yes, basically, guys, Dan Murphy's. Go to www.danmurphys.com. click and collect. Middle Park store, and I will pick it up. If you email me, ArchieLuxury.
What would you like? What would be your choice?
Hey, I prefer whiskey. Anything Scotch whiskey or any sort of form of whiskey, but I'm not fussy.
What did we have when we were at the Wynn? What was that we
Oh,
shared
that
there?
was
Was that a bourbon?
No, I think that was a whiskey, actually. That was beautiful, wasn't it?
Oh, that was very good, though.
That was a great whiskey, that. And we had a lot of fun at the
Fat
Wynn.
Ben is recommending 21 Abelor.
Ooh, that's expensive. Anything that old is so expensive.
How
I've got to tell
is
you, $100 and something a bottle, $200. It's expensive. It's very expensive.
Can you show me on a screen? Can you show me on a screen how this process works? Show me the way if I want to buy you a bottle of drink. Put it a full screen and show us how we can get you a bottle of fucking.
Yes, sir. Calling it up now. Just closing some windows. Here we go. Getting some windows closed so we can have a look here. Now, I've got to tell you guys, it has been difficult, Bear. Everything, I got to be honest with you, things are not as easy as you think they are. And, you know, I've had a lot of fun with the guys on the streams here. I had a lot of fun with guys on the streams, but you got to realize we have a lot of fun and jokes. And guys, let's have a look here. Having a look. I'm calling it up now. Dan Murphy.
So basically, I want to
All you've got to do is pick up the pickup.
Archie, you have to show us. Nothing is showing. I'm gonna follow you. All right, so we go.
Here we go.
To Dan
Murphy for Father's Day. Here we go. Dan Murphy. So basically, pick up, click and collect, pick up, and you put it for Paul Pluta, Pluta. You basically
slow down.
I'm
trying to follow.
Can put
to follow. So Dan Murphy's. Okay, I opened the web page, and where do I go now?
Yes.
How do you?
So basically, you go. You pick the product.
Select something.
You pick the product.
Something exactly
right. Okay, let's do that. Let's go to. We go to where? To spirits. And we go to
spirits, whiskey.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm doing it as we go. Okay. And then
whiskey.
What?
So here we go. Let's pick one. Here's one here. Let's have a look. So these are all. Here's a Ardbeg. That's a beautiful whiskey there. So
yeah, I want to see. So which one would you pick? Which one would you pick here that's reasonably priced?
Oh, say the Ardbeg here. The Ardbeg.
Ardbeg.
You go add to cart. Yep.
Where's the Ardbeg? I'm looking.
Ardbeg. That's on the screen.
Ardbeg. No, dude, I'm asking type of fucking drink you're picking. So you pick the Glenfiddich, right?
The whiskey.
So which one do you want to pick?
Yeah, we can click anything. Yes, we can.
Well, not anything. I'm asking.
Okay, here's one here. Glenfiddich 12. Let's pick that.
That's expensive. I can't afford that.
He's asking for something a little economic.
Hey, how about Canadian Club?
Okay, this Canadian Club is fantastic. What's wrong with Canadian Club?
You like Canadian Club?
Okay.
Canadian Club is very good. What's wrong with Canadian Club? Here we go, Canadian Club.
All right, so now I'm going to say add to cart, okay? Okay?
That looks nice.
Add to cart.
Okay, go to cart.
Okay.
I'm in a cart, yeah. And then what do we do?
And then
You put
pick up
pick up.
details. Here we go. Pick
Yeah,
up
but this
details.
fucking
Pick up
thing,
from
Archie,
that.
this thing is asking me to log in. Why is it asking me to log in?
Oh, you have to have an account probably to purchase them,
So
or
do I have to have an account to order this?
Possibly.
Okay, so that's important. So this is not simple. I don't like this. It's not
you
simple.
No. Okay.
usually it's a free
Easiest
account.
way, you could send me a PayPal and I'll pick it up myself. I'll buy it
There you
myself.
go.
Tell me what
Yeah, this is too
the
complicated. Exactly. How
yeah,
do they send
too
you PayPal?
complicated.
How do they
PayPal
send you
to
PayPal?
ArchieLuxury 72. Here we go. Just very quick, a super chat. Mr. Valju, $10. Archie, you were not wrong on Lange owners then. It's just that torch has now been passed to Harry Winston.
Huh.
I
Let me get this.
I don't think I know who that is.
Can you do me a favor? Can you link
I'm
your
putting.
PayPal? We don't
Yep.
need a StreamYard link anymore. Link your PayPal and post it to the top of the chat, so that people,
Yep.
if they want to buy you a drink because you obviously have nothing to drink, they can PayPal you and
Yep.
tell you what to pick up.
Yep. Exactly right.
And we're not trying to say we prefer you a little inebriated, but clearly some of the punters prefer you a little inebriated. So
Oh yeah, he's very fun when he gets to drink. Very fun.
I remember those days. I was a part of the
You
panel in those
you
old
don't
days.
drink anymore, Doc?
I drink very little. I'm not a big drinker. In fact, Tanzil likes to make fun of me that when we
Yeah, I
met
don't
up.
drink much either, to be honest with you. Very little as well. Um, I don't know. And when I do drink, I'm weird. I drink girly drinks.
Well, I know that we met up and he had something like a bourbon or he had, I don't know, he had something like that, and we were at a classy joint, and then I just said, I'll take a Coors Light. Sure, fine.
You do know, Archibald, that while we're talking, my expectation is that you're going to have PayPal pinned to the top.
No. Yes. Yes. I'm doing that now.
Because sometimes Archie starts listening to conversation and just forgets what he's originally doing.
That's true.
PayPal me, ArchieLuxury. There you go.
One of
It's in
these
the
days we
chat
have to
now.
meet up, Bear. One of these days. I don't know. I don't know where. I don't know how. But one of these days we have to
It
meet
might
up.
happen, Doc. It might happen. It might happen. We'll talk. I'm not going to New York because I just don't feel like it, and
But you know
uh,
what? I could
especially if
I
Archie
could say
not.
exactly the same thing. Exactly the same thing. I'm not a big fan of New York in my case.
Oh no, no, I love New York. I just feel if Archie's not going for that event, what's the point of going? I don't see it.
And then you
I
were
mean,
there
for
already.
me, I remember like yesterday. It was actually Tanzil. I went to sleep. I went to bed, and Hoff, I think, was on a live stream, and Tan was behind the scenes, and they were making a deal with Archie to go to New York, and Hoff really made it wrap it up. And Tan calls me, and he says, "Bear, guess who's coming to New York?" I'm like, "Who?" "Archie." "Oh fuck," I said. "This is done. I'm going." Now, there was no, because the first time, unfortunately, I couldn't do it because of my surgery.
Right.
But the second time, I was not missing that under no circumstances. And I'm going to say to you, Doc, in all honesty, it was amazing experience. It was really a pleasure to meet Archie in person. Stacey, they don't meet your heroes, right? They say that, but actually, it was a great meeting. I didn't meet the hero. I met a good friend.
Last time I met my hero, he was up on stage as Elvis. It's like, what the hell's going
Yes,
on?
yes,
Uh-huh. That's it.
yes.
No. Fool, I tell you what, Doc, it's amazing to think that I've been doing YouTube for 10 years full time. I got to tell you something, reminiscing. It was a more innocent time then. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true. That's very true.
I miss those innocent days. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, initially you were
uh,
doing it for shits and grins and giggles. You know, you were just
Did
doing it for
you?
yeah.
fun.
I remember when he did a video with his wife when he is kind of like explaining and letting her know that that he's going to be doing full time YouTube.
Mm,
One of my favorite videos, and she's just doing. She didn't really comment anything. They're sitting on a park bench in some nice park there, probably Brisbane. And Archie keeps talking, explaining, and she's just mm-hmm,
She had that
mm-hmm.
so what expression.
Not necessarily so what. She's Japanese. Their culture is very different.
Yep.
Um, they're not very emotional. They're not very expressive.
I could hear her saying
Well,
something like, if you say so, Papa San.
kind of like, on the other hand, Archie is the original Slavic, real deal, passionate, fiery. Very two different mentalities that got together, very different cultures, Archie and his wife. Uh,
Yeah.
which is probably why it worked okay, because let's be honest, when he married a Russian woman, that was a fireworks.
yes. Yes. You're right
Because
about
it's
that.
the Slav blood is just, you know what, no matter how hard we try to behave, um, it doesn't come easy to us, Archie.
One thing I always love about you, let me say this, Bear. One thing I always fucking love about you. I've lost my temper and said stupid fucking things, and you've never said to me, "You fucking fuckface idiot." You said, "Archie, I understand. I've done it myself." You know,
Yeah, because I know how we are. I know.
and
How
you know,
can other
can
people
I tell
understand?
you what disappoints me, Bear? I tell you what really disappoints me.
Tell me.
The show was a bit shitty for the beginning of the week. So I started thinking, you know what? No one told me this. I did it on my own. Please, believe me. I thought, you know, I got to stick with Curly, a stick with JJ, but they're both like fucking bitches who have got glass jaws. They will never come on my stream again. Oh, how dare he say that? Even though,
Oh no, I honestly think from little bit that I could see, I don't think Curly is reacting terribly. I mean, Curly doesn't really care, to be honest with you.
Not
You
really.
cannot say to Curly anything that really phases him a lot.
but why doesn't
Uh,
he come on then? Hey, Boo, come
he
on. We can
will.
have it.
He will. He eventually he will. On the other hand, JJ is really triggered, which is understandable. Little guy, small little guy with a really big ego.
But
It
why is he
happens.
triggered? He had the diva moment. He thinks he's important, right?
Well,
He
if
had
he believes that, that's hard to convince him he's not.
he thinks he created this himself without any assistance. I mean, fuck.
Well, why are you
Forgive.
trying to? Why? Let me ask you something. In all honesty, okay, I understand to a certain extent. I understand why you need Curly. There is absolutely value in Curly. He was, to begin, very big donor to you, right?
Yeah.
He ran some shows for you really well. He created the whole dungeon concept really in the way that was successful and profitable. Um, he was he's a great when he runs the shows and so on. So he was a double success for you. He was donating money. He paid for your trip to London. The guy really was he was really contributing significantly to you. So I understand why you want him back and why you concerned. But let's be honest. What did fucking JJ? JJ was a third wheel when you had Tim and Marco. When he would come on the streams, he would primarily mumble, eat, leave in the middle of the stream. He would come mostly on the days he would do a after show and so on. So what do you really miss? Like what do you with JJ? What's the problem? I know you like him. I know you like him. I know he pissed you off. I know you said things, but let's say he
I
never
want my
comes back.
Ali Reza. I want my Ali Reza and my Toyota Mo back.
Fair enough. That's a good reason. I can
I don't
understand
really
that.
want the JJ. I don't give a fuck about the JJ, but I want the
That's
Ali
why.
Reza.
Okay, so be honest. Don't be full of shit. Like who gives a fuck about JJ? Realistically, yes, I agree. Ali, awesome guy, but Ali is a really loyal guy to JJ, so I don't think that's going to happen. So is
I
Toyota Mo, but Toyota Mo was your fan before JJ. Okay,
Yes.
Toyota Mo, Ali, no, Ali was JJ's guy from beginning. Toyota Mo, on the other hand, the medium legend, the guy who's been in Archieverse way before JJ, way before Marco, way before Tim Wright, way before Curly. Tim, he's gonna come. He's gonna be back. Toyota Mo will return. You just gotta give it a time, and I think that's okay, man. In all honesty, this is not as bad as you perceive it to be.
Yeah. Yeah. I understand what you're getting at, Bear.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, see, JJ also believes firmly that I have played a role in you kicking him out or calling him whatever you called him, which I couldn't fucking care less. I have my opinion of JJ, but I'm irrelevant. I dislike
He
him
had
for
a
my
fucking
own.
diva moment on my stream. Do you understand that?
Oh, who gives a fuck? Really? Do you really fucking care? His
I just don't
contribution to your.
understand the arrogance of the fucker. I don't understand the arrogance. Cut me some fucking slack.
Ah, come on, that's
Okay?
irrelevant. To be honest with you, again, you should always work where it makes sense to work and put input, try to fix things that actually make sense to fix. Um, I personally think losing Tim Wright was a significantly bigger blow to your business than losing JJ. We lost JJ during the soy wars. He left. Did you even fucking know that he left? Here's a
It didn't
fuck.
matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
But Curly is new entity, new persona. Um, However, I think you're misreading Curly. Curly,
But tell me this. Say we got Tim to come back on a stream, right?
that's impossible. He doesn't want to. That's one thing about
Right?
Tim, okay? Tim is
He's a stubborn
actually,
cunt like that. He's so fucking stubborn.
well, he's a Slavic like us, man. He's a Slav. He's a Slav,
Hmm.
okay? You need to understand that. That's the number one.
I mean,
He has
he
a,
wasn't that fucking good to me. Let's be honest. He wasn't that fucking good to me. He
oh, he
used
was,
me as
I'm
dirt.
sorry. He was great on your panel. He was great on your panel. He's a comedy guy. He's interesting. He's unique. He gets attention. He's doing great for his channel. Good for him. Uh, he doesn't get sucked into the drama. Uh, if he is into drama, it has nothing to do with us or this Archivers. He does his thing, and he's a survivor. He really knows how to survive. Um, to be
Love
honest
him or
with
hate
you,
him, he was bringing in energy.
oh yeah, for sure, man.
Love him
For
or hate him.
sure. And it shows. I mean, he literally rebuilt his channel. He had a difficult time, when a lot of guys left, the colony guys and so on. But he found a way to bounce back. Okay? And kudos to
Yeah.
him. So, what I'm trying to tell you, be realistic and look at the things how they make sense. You are a big channel. None of these channels really matter in the big scheme of things. None of them. All these channels are product of coming out of your channel and doing their thing however they were doing it. And some of them do it better and some of them don't do it as good. Bottom line is you are Archie Luxury. What did I tell you they don't have? The one thing they can never replicate.
Is me.
Correct. And you know what? As much as some of them they can mark that and call you hippo and all this, I'm going to repeat and this stands. Walk in any
Walrus,
AD.
walrus.
Walrus, okay. Walk in any AD, walk in any red bar club, walk into any watch group, watch enthusiasts, walk into any Facebook group where the watch geeks are, and say, "Do you know Archie Luxury?" 80, 90% of the people will know. And then ask them, "Do you know Curly? Do you know JJ? Do you know Watch Nicholas? Do you know Tim Wright? Do you know?" And go on and go on. Docs, do you know? I don't know, right? And nobody will actually know these guys. They're known to the small segment of people that they have as their viewers, as their group, right? You are a genuine YouTube persona. They're not. And guys like Nico, or guys like Roman Sheriff, or guys like TGV, or the guys like my dear friend that you always make fun of from Miami, guys like that, the true YouTubers and so on, the time-paced gentleman, when he was in the peak of his scam and his bullshit and his YouTube, who did he mock? JJ? Who did he mock? Who did he talk about? Who did he consider exist? He was talking to you because you are the equivalent of the as being a known persona. So you waste way too much time paying attention to less important channels. Do your fucking thing, run your show like you're doing it now, and no one can touch you from these things. The only person who came from Archivers that is a worthy opponent, you know who that is.
Thank you, sir.
Who is it? Answer me.
Mark Goldberg.
No, come on. Nobody knows Mark Goldberg. Mark Goldberg does have a bigger channel and all that. He's a more known entity, no question about it. But the only real known persona is
TGV.
that's right. That's the only one that actually meant okay, two. What's his name? Adrian Barker, right? So basically, TGV and Andrew Barker are the guys that are worthy getting upset about or talking about or competing or feeling rivalry with. For fuck's sake, you're fucking arguing with people who managed to have a fucking, I don't know, 70, 80 viewers. Are you fucking normal? Give me a fucking break, man. Super chats.
Super chats. We got Mr. Valju. Archie, you are not. Oh, sorry. Last super chat here. Archie, you be you. As for everyone else, not your burden to carry. Keep cool, mate.
That's a good advice. You have a lot of people who in the last, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 months left for different reasons. They are not big fans of the drama. They're not big fans of the toxicity or whatever the fuck we created. I'm including myself as a part of it. And now maybe it's a time to revisit your roots. And your roots were always and always will be that you cater to watch enthusiasts. Um, so, frankly, just continue doing what you're doing.
Thank you so much. Guys, I want to thank all the super chatters today. The super chatters today. We had O'Sheen's Everything Bagel, GB, Patel Philippe, Little Dave, Patel Philippe, Bob NYC, Starchy, Patel Philippe, Sam Davidson, Patel Philippe, Hermes Head, Pear Clooney, GD, Patel Philippe, Watch for It, Patel Philippe, GD, Sam Davidson, Dr. Bob's Nightmare, Daft Negus, Patel Philippe, Fat Wind Bag Ben, Malik Diamond, Sam Davidson, Patel Philippe, Malik Diamond, Angelic Slayer, Sam Davidson, Patel Philippe, Malik Diamond, Patel Philippe, Osman Alva, Mr. Valju, Daft Negus, Mr. Valju, Fat Windbag Ben, Marcus Mandel, Mr. Valju, Patel Philippe, P-Cars, Patel Philippe, Mr. Bob's Nightmare, Mr. Valju. That is the show for the today. That is the narrative.
Before Archie closes the show and has a last word, please remember to upvote. That does help us a lot. Also, there's a PayPal linked on the top of the chat. If you like to send Archie donation to buy some booze, that would be much appreciated. You will see the link pinned to the top, where usually the link to the StreamYard is. Thank you all for coming to this stream. Thank you all for supporting. Thank you for super chatting. Thank you for great chat. Thank you for upvoting. Thank you for being part of the community. It was really nice to see supportive people tonight. I haven't noticed any trolling. I mean, good trolling, right? I haven't noticed any hate. That's really what's nice and refreshing to see. And let's help Archie continue running the platform that we all enjoy and we all love. Thank you big time to Mikey for being consistent panelist and really always there for Archie. Thank you to Doc for jumping on and always contributing. And we love our Doc. Who else was on the panel tonight, Archie?
Oh, we had JD for giving us the steam train and Bugatti view.
Yes.
We had so many good people today, guys. So many good people. Remember, you're always free to come on and chat. We love to hear different things, different opinion.
By the way,
You know who I
Pavel is
really
questioning. Pavel is questioning. So, if you actually received a PayPal for the booth, he says you're not going to pick it up. Are you giving us a word?
I will promise you I will pick it up.
Drop the PayPal in a chat, PayPal link in the chat once again. And if anyone sends, let us know, and we will see if you keep your word.
Don't forget to put a little note with the PayPal.
Yes.
Tell me what to get.
Yes.
Exactly.
Okay, guys, I'm going to run the outro, and we will be back. We'll be back on here tomorrow, having fun as always, guys.
Thanks for having me.